All right, what's up, guys? We're live. How's it going? Six says, always late. How's it going, Six? This is the late night stream. Go ahead and hit refresh. Okay, grabbing this. Am I always late? I don't know. This is kind of, to me, this seems like the starting time. We always seem to start pretty late. It's never really been that early. But this is a Saturday stream. So Karis has no work in the morning, and we just hung out for a long time, that's all. We are. Weekend streams don't have any sort of begin time rules, and it's kind of always been that way. Let's see, this is going to say Dragonball. I know you want to see me. History of Z. And then also, hot new slabs. Cool slab breaks. Live card shop. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and ping Discord. I think the heat's on in this room. I think the air conditioning is on in the family room, and the heat is on in the bedrooms because the heat is running nonstop. We're going live for Saturday night. All right. Hey, at least I'm here at 1:30 rather than at 2:45. Boy, we showed up real late yesterday. All right, let me go check my heater. I think my heat is on. This room feels really warm. Should be chilly in here. Yes, oh my gosh, the heater was on. That's so silly of me. Well, I didn't turn it on that way. It just kind of worked out that way. All right. That time of the year where it's like cold in the morning and the night is hot in the afternoon. So we got two AC systems that we have to control. Ooh. So Dragonball Super History of Z. I was told to get this, and it's interesting. I actually bought this a little while ago, and I was wondering where it was at. While I was cleaning up my receiving area, I'd already received it. It was in a box of Pokemon ETB case. And so I thought it was just Pokemon cards. It wasn't. It was Dragon Ball. So we had Dragon Ball this whole time, guys. Can you believe it? Holy moly, it's hot in here. Dang, dude. Just added a log to the fire. Might crack the sweet leaf. The sweet leaf! All right. We got to find a price for this real fast. Give me a second. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Hope you guys had a good Saturday. I did not have a nap today, so I am sleepy. I usually nap just before we go live. History of Z could be $10. Let's see. But I don't know yet. $10? History of Z case. Dragonball. Yeah, this room is hot, man. Yeah, I might go turn the AC on, actually. All right. Okay, so here's a case. Is this it? History of Z. Here's a case. And then how many boxes in a case is my next question. So we're just getting a price on this. All right, let's see. I wanted to buy this maybe. Okay. And how many packs in a box? It's 24, right? Yep, still 24. All right, divided by 12, divided by 24. Ooh, that's really expensive. All right, so we're actually going to do $11 per pack. Where's my History of Z? Dragon Balls. Oh, I suppose it's in the extended menu, isn't it? So Dragon Ball for us is in the extended menu. Is that right? Oh, yeah, it's way over here. Oops. We're just going to add it down here. History of Z. $11. Fresh case, fresh boxes. I know you'll pay a premium for fresh case. I know that's how it works. I've done this for a while. So there we go. Okay. We're going to go ahead and close some of these up. Okay, we're going to close that. Very good. Did my music stop? Oh, I see what's going on. All right, hold on. If you do a box break for Fossil First, how many packs do you get? I do not know what he is asking. Is he asking about the vintage box break? There's 36 packs in a box. Is that what you're asking? I think that's what he's asking. Okay. Let's see if we had any pre-orders. Click. 16 hours ago, Sean Gallagher, other portion for the Geodude. Thank you very much. Oh, right, yes. Geodude. Okay, Sean Gallagher. Not much of a difference there. Let's go ahead and take this off the table now. Yes, Dragon Ball is in. It's $11 per pack. Very pricey for a Dragon Ball set indeed. We are. Got some slabs to price up. We were showing these off at the end of yesterday's nice stream. Take a look at this bad boy. Oh, that's nice. I like that a lot. There it is. Ooh, baby, look at that, man. Wow. What's the population on this, I wonder? Hope you guys had a great weekend. We're just getting started. Well, we have 55 viewers in 6 minutes. You guys must not have anything else to watch or anything else to do at the moment. Let's see. Ooh, Pop 44. That's actually quite rare. Okay, so this is a Sky Ridge Reverse Hollow Pop 44. That's really fascinating. Do I sell it or do I hold on to it? Been waiting for you to get this set. Nice. Well, our set is a fresh case, sealed case, fresh booster box that's coming out. So I know there will be some excitement for that right away. Maybe I should go watch Pokemon on VHS. Pokemon? Went to my first local card show. Had a lot of fun. Got some good stuff. What? Here we are. All right. Here we are. There we go. So what did I pay for this Magikarp? I might need to keep this Magikarp. I really like the way it looks. It's got a nice look to it. I think I paid a premium on this Magikarp. I don't think I paid a small amount on it. I think I paid a premium. All right, here it is. So it looks like, it does look like I bought a few of them. Okay, this is the international one. So the international one has arrived. All right, so it looks like I paid about $450 for this. $450. We'll say 2.25. Population 40. Oh, actually, it was population 44, wasn't it? Population 44. Charles Martinet is coming to a convention near me in June, and the Princess Peach voice actress, too. I'm getting both of their autographs. Oh, that's very cool, man. It's hard to get autographs, you know, because people really wait in line a very long time to do that, typically because they're then able to sell that autograph. All right, let's take a look at a couple other new cards. We have this beautiful Dark Scissor. Dark Scissor. All right. The table is currently very full. We have a Light Dragonite. Haha. They have VP lines where the weight is nothing. I did that last year with a VP line. I'm assuming you have to pay a pretty good fine to get into that VP line, though. So you're paying for that. It's kind of like buying the signature in that case. You are. Sort of takes the fun away a little bit. I'm glad I live in the middle of nowhere, where there's like 5 people in the whole convention. Ooh. But then your convention probably doesn't attract the same clientele, if I had to guess. Here's a nice Slowpoke. Trainers Magazine. Ugh. Look at that. Lovely. I have a couple of these Slowpokes now. I think I bought like 5 of them or something. I like them. I like the Slowpoke. Even the Angry Nerd comes to this convention. I've met him 3 times. I do not know who that is. Here we are. Very nice. So let's just take a look at some orders first. Let's see what's going on. Sean Gallagher, right. Let's go grab that. Steven grabbed this Rocket Returns Dratini. And here is Sean Gallagher. You're all good, Sean? Nice. He used to be the angry Nintendo nerd. Now, Yugi is next. For shipping my one slab, Yugi Tao. Okay, looks like I have a Yugi Tao right here. Just one slab, is that right? Shipping this week could be heavily delayed. Alexis is going on vacation, and so I'll be doing the shipping. I'll just be doing a little bit at a time. Just had to call the cops on a group of like 8 people fighting outside of my place. Ugh. We are? Okay, there we go. Do you have faster shipping with UPS if I order a box? You can pay $15 for priority mail shipping if you'd like. That won't increase the handling time, though. The handling time is an important part of the shipping turnaround. Meaning it really, I have to go down and work on it now that Alexis is out of town. So this is going to say 1 slab. Okay. Good. Scooby-Doo, doo-doo, Scooby-Doo. Aha. Matthew Lassing. Matt Lassing. Pokemon Korean. Lost Abyss. Returning customer. Need new bag. I thought I recognized you. All right, so Lost Abyss. You ready for that Lost Abyss? I think that's right over here. Nice to have you back, Matt. Hope you're having a great weekend. Ooh. Toss this over here, maybe. Haha. And, ooh. We'll toss these over here. Those will get a price soon. All right. I may do that. You should hire me for shipping, and I'll just take the slab and go across the border. You go across the border? Are you in Canada? Oh, Canada. People throwing mad hands at 3 a.m. will never cease to amaze me. Now, see, I can't be bothered with that. I'd rather just be opening Pokemon cards. People get themselves involved in all kinds of crazy things. Not me. I'm just opening Pokemon cards. It's so nice. Nothing bad ever happens to you if you're just relaxing at home opening Pokemon cards. All right. They're drunk. Hey, Mister, instead of using that 40 for Beckett grading of the Megumin, can I open an Aether Drift pack? We could probably do that. We could probably arrange that. How much is an Aether Drift pack? Let's open this. I used to live it up 3 a.m. on the weekends, drunk as hell. Drunk as a skunk. Now I'm old. No! We are. There we go. Old and wise. There we go. Very good. 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 Mr. Matthew Lassing. His name is Matthew. What do we got? A Pidgeot. Cold. And so it begins. We begin our journey with a whole box of Lost Abyss Korean. How nice. Say blah. Buy my beer and go home. Hey, home is where the couch is. Ooh. You got Daphne. Okay, cool. Daphne the Fox. Boy, Karis was, she was drawing up a storm today. I think she must have drawn like 10 cards today. She drew so many cards. She drew a card for Tammy. I saw her draw a little Dragonair for Tammy. But she's just playing around. She's, I guess she's having fun drawing. We are. She drew a ton of cards. All right. All right. Oddly enough, I despise drunk people. Yeah, drunk people. Get them out of here. What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? I want her to draw me a Morpeko. I do to now lol AFH. There we are. Here's a cold one. Here's a hollow. Here's a cold one. What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Oh. Maybe a double hit box if you're lucky, maybe not. The odds are low. King draw. Cold. Lost a booty. Black Kyurem. Oops. Okay. All right. Early in the morning. Yeah. Here we are. Ooh, Mr. Matt. Oops. Oop. Very nice. How nice is this Minecraft music? This is pretty good, huh? Thank you, Matt. Really appreciate it. They're coming out with a new thing in Minecraft. You're going to be able to tame a ghast, a nether ghast. That is a new thing in Minecraft. If you are somebody who has played that game, I happen to play it sometimes. I like it. It's a fun game. Very creative game. It's like a game where you just relax. All right, let's grab you a box to put your bag in. Haha. What is this add up to? 120, 170, 270, about 300. All right, 300, huh? That's interesting. Oh. Oh, that's really good. That's an SSP pristine signature. Oh, like Togetic. Like a community-made mod. Minecraft music, top 100 video game soundtracks literally ever. Yep, shows you that the music makes the game. The music makes the game. So important. All right, cool. I think they really ought to bring that guy back to make more music for them. Box of Japanese OP11, four Pokey Shuffles. Do I get the OP11 right there? No? Okay. So, let's get those 4 Pokey Shuffles. Fix your camera. Oh. Why did I see that? Did I bump it? Must have bumped it. Thank you. Good catch. You find a dried ghast. Yeah. So you can tame a ghast in Minecraft. That's in the future. They're doing that for a DLC. How crazy is that? Bad round. No luck here. No luck here. Take it to the overworld and hydrate it with water. Taming a ghast actually gives you a reason to do that achievement for bringing ghast into the overworld. There we go. There's already people criticizing the decision to do that, sort of making fun of the mods. What are they called? Or what are the people who work on the software? What are those called? The mods. Making fun of them for virtually doing very little. It's like, now you can have a ghast and you can ride it. And they're like, wow, such a huge change to the game. What a complicated change. But I like it. I like the change. It's cool. I guess they don't give us much at a time, do they? All right, here we are. Haha, we got the boxes. Ooh. I had a pretty good week this week. Some auctions ended on eBay. Not auctions that I won. Auctions I was watching, though, because they include cards that I already own. Here we are. Like the Shining, what is it called? I guess it's called Shining Gyarados, isn't it? The Shining Gyarados from Neo 3. I own one of those. And he sold for $14,000 in auction. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So he sold for $14,000. I got mine for just, oops, I got mine for just $1,300 back in the day. From $14,000 all the way back to $1,300. How crazy is that? That's a lot of money for one card, man. It makes my collection seem so much cooler. Like, whoa, how did you afford that? Well, about 6 years ago, this was somewhat affordable. $1,000 was still a lot of money back then. I mean, compared to what else you could buy in that time period, seemed kind of crazy, actually. Like, dang, you're spending $1,000 on one Pokemon card? It's like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Okay, here's a holo. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. Uh-huh. Oops. Oh. Wow, what am I looking at here? What the hell? What is this outfit? Damn. Oy. Alright, I'm going to go out on a limb and suggest this takes the place of a manga. Here we are. Mr. Devonay, very good. You were opening a lot of these, so I'm glad you pulled it. Alright. That's a crazy beautiful card. I have to agree, that's pretty crazy. I like that outfit. Yeah. Girls don't dress like that. They don't want to be sexualized so much. So normal girls don't dress that way. Unless they're, you know, they're out at the club or something. Here we are. Oh, yeah. Great pull. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Oh. I watched so many Snow White reviews today. They were all blasting it. Everybody was blasting the Snow White movie. Even big fans of Disney were blasting the Snow White movie. Like, there was some people who were clearly Disney fanatics, and they were still blasting it. They're like, nah. They were like breaking it down, going, it doesn't make sense. These storylines don't make sense. This relationship doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. I didn't hear one person say they liked the dwarves designed. All right. They all said, nah, they look bad. They look kind of crazy. Okay. All right. Good. Kevin Hart dancing at White Party. What? I'm going to see it Sunday for the Latinas and Edgar. Oh, yeah, that was one of the criticisms I actually heard. So somebody pointed out that Snow White is, you know, maybe infamously Latina rather than a white girl. But they pointed out that despite this, they made her love interest a white guy. How interesting. It's like it's sort of a, he couldn't have been Latino. He's not allowed to be. Very interesting. She not marrying a Latino man. She's not going to make out with a Latino man. Got to be a white guy. Here we are. And people noticed that, and some people were kind of annoyed by it. They're like, that's racist from like one perspective, and then the opposite perspective. Like, that's also racist. Wow. Gosh, dude. That's beautiful. So that was fun. I did that for a couple hours. I was grinding Monster Hunter, and we have two TVs, so I was letting the reviews play on the other TV. Okay, Devon A. You get a box, right? Devon A. Let's see. Time for your box to turn into a double box. I'll pull Kendor Palower down. Put you in his place. Put him back over here. Now let's unstack your box. Okay, your box is unstacked. This is going in the top stack. If the actress didn't shut her trap, it would have been good. Apparently not. Apparently not. So another one of the main criticisms that was sort of revealed is that the basic plot of the story is it's sort of like a Marxist story, where sort of like she's a Marxist, Gal Gadot is not, and she's going to win by being nicer to people, and then everyone's going to agree with the brilliant Marxist revolution. That's it. Yes. So they've sort of changed the point of the story to be modern politics, which I guess was sort of abundantly clear already. Here we are. Oh. A lot of people pointed that out. I must have watched like 20 reviews because I played Monster Hunter for like 6 hours while Karis was doing her drawings right next to me. And we were just sort of watching the reviews. Yeah, not a single positive review. Virtually hated by everyone. Here's Alexis Limon. Alexis Limon? I recognize that name. How's it going, Alexis? Did you get the Boa Hancock PSA promo? No, I guess I didn't. So weird. I need to work harder on that. What did you grind for on Monster Hunter? I was just wrapping up a lot of my optional quests and just building some of the high-end armor. Here we are. Vegeta, Power of Conviction. How many of these you order? 10? It's not quite half the box, but we'll give it to you. Why not? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Ooh. So these are rather pricey. These are $11 a pack, everybody. Lovely. Black Snow sounds like some drug and futuristic sci-fi movie. All right. Okay. All right. There was a Disney adult girl who did a breakdown of the movie, and she criticized every single second of the movie. She broke it down piece by piece. She had a lot to say about the romance between Snow White and the white dude, and she was not happy. She was so unhappy. There we are. Oh. So when he moved her over here, it didn't make sense. How can she be a strong woman if blah, 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 blah? Yeah, that went on for a while. Satisfying parfait. Ooh. Ow, my eyes are burning. I also listened to a little bit of review on the Assassin's Creed Shadows, or whatever it's called. There we go. All right. That's the new Assassin's Creed, where it's about feudal Japan and samurais, but the main character, they made the main character a black guy. There it is. And so that was a really big uproar in the gaming community, I suppose. And I was just listening to reviews of that as well. Ooh. And it was just getting torn up. There was one guy saying that there's speculation that Ubisoft will actually split in two and lose some of its intellectual properties in order to survive as a company as a result of this one game. Well, not one game, but I guess multiple games have done bad. ZELLE, look at that, ZELLE. Well, people are pissed about that, even though there was a black samurai, says Wade. Here's King Piccolo, Gogeta, bold arrival. Are you sure there was a black samurai? Because I could have sworn when I first heard about that, I actually looked it up. And it was more like he wasn't an actual samurai, but he was just there in Japan in that time period. And he worked for like a guy. Here it is. All right. And even the Japanese government is taking offense to it. Okay. Revisionist history is what I'm hearing, but I don't know. I haven't looked at it since then. So you got an SPR, Great Priest Sentencing. Ugh. Ah. That historian is a fraud. Yeah, that's exactly what I heard. I heard that the historian that made that claim was lying. Here's Alexis, and the Japanese government is mad about it because they're saying it rewrites history and that people will actually listen to it and try to believe it, and that it's not true. Let's see. Ooh, what's this? This is called Alison Mione. Alexis might need a new bag. Is that right, Alexis? Let's get you a new bag. Anyway, so that's fun. Yeah, I was just watching, listening to all the controversy, playing my game, chilling. I had cheesy potatoes for dinner. We were just trying something new. It was it was pre-made cheesy potatoes, and it was horrible. My God, it was so bad. Right. But that was okay, because after that turned out to be really yucky, I went and I steamed some crab legs, and then I was happy. Crab legs is the perfect food. You don't need to season them. You don't need the butter. You don't need any of that stuff. You just steam it up and eat some stinky-ass crab legs. They're the best, most delicious food in the world. I can eat that all day. He was a real person who was around, but not as a samurai, says Rick James. I feel a nap coming. Yasuke was his name. He served under Oda Nobunaga until he passed away. Have you ever had a Costco chicken bake? Disgusting. Hell yeah, crab legs for the win. I went to the grocery store today and I bought $40 of crab legs, and I ate that for dinner tonight. Here it is, Froki. Ta-da! All right, how about a new slab? Okay, Pidgeot. Can I use my store credit to jump into the Crystal Guardians? Heck yeah, dude. Crystal Guardians it is. Let's see if we can find that real fast. Oh, bumping that camera. You got Yulin. 102 minus 68. Okay, 34 remains. Would you rip the legs off the crab while it's alive or boil first? I don't know. I never have to do that. Ooh. I think it would be determined by whether or not a crab feels pain. Because I've heard people argue that crabs and lobster don't have the nervous system for feeling pains when their legs come off. In fact, I've heard they don't have a nervous system for feeling themselves get boiled alive. I don't know how true that is. If it's true, then I don't feel so bad. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've never cooked live seafood like that, though. 2 spots remain. Okay. I personally don't really care, and I'll probably still play Monster Hunter. I'm sorry, AC Shadows. See, I play so much Monster Hunter, my brain just goes straight to saying Monster Hunter. All right. I'm sorry, Wade, but we're going to have to rain on your parade. Oops. You're not allowed to like it if we tell you you're not allowed to like it. That's how it works. That's how it works. You don't want to be the weird kid in school. Everyone, look, the weird kid's here. He plays, what's it called again? AC Shadows. Look at him and point. Ooh, he plays it. Weirdo. We're not playing it. It sucks. It sucks, and we hate it. And we hate anyone who plays it. All right, so this card is $125. $125. Okay. Oh, wait. Why did I put it in red ink? It's not a red ink card. The black ink card. Get him, Alex. Point all the F you want. Haha, he plays AC Shadows. Weirdo. What is he, lame? Don't invite him to the boys club. There we go. You got to be this cool to get into the boys club. Okay, Wayne on his Pooh Wade. Everyone knows Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 are the best. I don't ban for bad game taste. Mister, I made some Cash App orders. Nice. We are just working our way through. Oh, and in fact, we just finished the PayPal orders. So now we have Mr. Blake is next. He says Pokey Shuffle. That's for Mr. Blake. Hello, Blake. How are you? Nice to see you again. We are still running these Pokey Shuffles. Shuffling them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, you got the guy. You did it. That's the guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 of these. Dooby-dooby-doo. Stadium Macho 10, which is actually a pricey card. Can I get my Aether Drift pack? Says Mr. Brandon. You sure can. Let me just get these other orders first. All right. Some people have actually already waited a long time. Like Mr. Oscar Resendez, who wants 6 of the History of Z. Oscar Resendez, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. History of Z is selling pretty fast already. Stupid is as stupid does. I love you, Jenny. Wait, are we like zoomed in? We were zoomed in. We were zoomed in. I was like, why is so much of the table hidden? All right. The whole AC Shadows thing doesn't affect me because I've never played any of the Assassin's Creeds. I've never played them. One time I downloaded Assassin's Creed 1 and I started to play it and I said, nah, this game's lame. And then I just turned it off. Yeah. And then I turned Monster Hunter back on. Here's Great Priest Sentencing. Ta-da! That was a long time ago on the 360 when they had the Xbox monthly game or something like that. Ooh. Games with Gold, I think it was called. That's how I played Dark Souls, too. I discovered From Software's Dark Soul game because of Games with Gold on the Xbox 360. And I was blown away. Wow, that is really cool. Look, that says C down there. Oh, that looks really neat. C for what? Like common? That doesn't feel common. Shenron Dragon that makes dreams come true? Weird. Maybe the letter C stands for custard. Jiren final form. Mog him. Mister, watch me mog you. No! The original games were good. Is Monster Hunter anything like the movie with Mila Jovovich? I know her. You know, my wife has a crush on her. She thinks she's very sexy. And I never watched that movie, though. And I saw that the movie got a bad review when it did come out. But I doubt it's anything like the movie. The story in Monster Hunter, the video game, is always bad. It's like, oh no, there's big monsters causing a problem. What are we going to do? I don't know. Maybe kill them all? Says, oh, that's always the story. So it's a really straightforward story. The gameplay is really fun, though. Here's Oscar. All right, Oscar. Mr. Oscar. His name is Oscar. And he likes Dragon Ball. You ain't no Sigma. You don't mew enough. Mew. Mew. It was real bad. The movie. There it is. Yeah, but she was good in Fifth Element. There we go. How about that? The white cloth outfit where she's like coming out of the incubator or whatever. Whew. Oh, my eyes itchy. I was so young when I saw that. I was like, holy mommy. Now, here is a Jacob Dragonball. 3 live customs for Jacob. Oh, Jacob, why would you do that to yourself? Let's see. 1. Oh, never mind. Don't listen to me. You're doing fine. 2, 3. I was like, what? You must be crazy. 3 live customs right in the opening of the stream. $120 to the oldest slab break. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. So you got that for $60. That's like half off. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. So I need 6 for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. 5. It's me, Omar, by the way. Just changed my name to something that suits me. Very cool. Very cool. I think oldest break is coin. Might be the coin. All right. So this just goes back into the box like that. And he gets 3 spots. Umbreon says 6. Might be the Umbreon. Oops. Might just go with the abbreviated version of your name. Hello, good sir. This is Plato. So we have the coin. The coin is kind of old. This Rocket's Mewtwo is not old at all. It just started. Okay. And then we have this Dark Espeon, which is definitely younger than the Rare Candy Break. We have this Mega Break, but we don't count this. This is always known to be very old. Always takes a long time. There's the Umbreon. Final Fantasy just started. It's brand new. And the Clearance Break. It's getting pretty old. But I believe you guys are correct. It's this one right here. That's the oldest one. Jacob, you've got 3 shots in there. Good luck. You might take the whole thing. Okay, so that is up to 14 now. 7 spots remain. Cool. Well, that makes that the shortest break on the table, by the way. In fact, it's shorter than this over here, too, right? That's 3 out of 12. Cool. Cool. We got Jacob, who wants a Korean Star Birth. Korean Star Birth. Ah, good. There's one back here. That's so nice. That's so nice. I don't have to go get one. Ha. Korean Star Birth. The Korean cards, by the way, have been doing very well on this channel. You guys like the Korean cards? Tossing this over here. All right. Here we are. Okay. Toss that over there. All right. Okay. Mr. Jacob. So after this, we have an order for Mr. Brandon. Still awake, Brandon? Nodding off? Are you sleepy? All right. I'm dead inside, but still breathing. Watching Darth Rizzler at work. All right. Tossing this over here. And we'll toss this as well. Boop. All right. Jacob, let's get you a nice card, like an alt-art. Moltres? Ooh. Fun times with Moltreses. Ah. Cold. Lucario. All right. Here's Charizard. Oh, yeah. Lovely Charizard. We have 111 viewers, 45 minutes in, so we have a nice audience. That's a pretty good audience. Appreciate you guys being here, I really do. So nice to have a group of people to watch us play with our Pokemans. Jacob Dog and Boss, try to pull an Altart out of here. That's what you want. The Altarts in these Korean sets are exquisite. They're so much cheaper to open than the Japanese version. And when the chase cards grade 10, they also sell for less money, but it all evens out because you're paying less to open it. It's kind of like getting into the card hobby at a price range that is more agreeable. All right. Ooh. My music freezing? Yes. All right. Went for a nice walk today. Got a nice walk in. We climbed up and down a hill in the state park. It was really beautiful. There were so many people there. The hill is really intense. We ran into this family where the father was resting because he couldn't handle going up the hill. He had to sit down. Really, really intense hills. You got to be careful going up and down them. It's like scaling a mountain, dude. But not a mountain. I walked 4 miles today at a park. Yeah, it was great weather. 62 degrees outside. Just a bit nippy, right? But that's perfect for walking up and down. Sort of like a moderate exercise. We don't get enough exercise. One of the things we realized is it's so hard to exercise out here in the winter. There's just not enough to do. It's too cold and there's nowhere to go. Mr. Jacob, I've been saying that for years now. So we're talking once again about the possibility of moving. Because we're worried we're not getting enough exercise as part of our daily routine. You can walk in the spring and the fall really easy, but the summer's really intense and the winter's awful. So you don't walk anywhere in the winter. You need like an indoor place to walk, but there is no indoor places, so that's no good. All right, Jacob, did you have a bag? New bag. Ah, new bag. Ta-da! Okay. Your name's always really long. Okay. I took videos of a deer, a stork, and 2 ducks minstrel while on my walk. Oh, that's really nice, man. That's really nice. There we go. Wildlife is very relaxing, you know. It's very relaxing. Here's Ghastly. Ooh. This is Shocked Pikachu. Holographic. All right, here's Rayquaza, but he's a red label. Lantern. And Blue Eyes White Dragon. Okay, so this Ivysaur is free for someone who places a first order tonight. If you're new, place a first order. It's pretty easy. Go check out the description on purchasing cards. There we go. So that's for new people. Just letting you know that exists. And now we're ready to take care of Mr. Brandon, I believe. Click. Yes, we are. So we're going to head back over here. All right. You want a $40 store credit. I can't remember what Aether Drift is. Okay, it's 34. So you're left with $6. There you go. Can I use that for a pack of sneaker? Yes. Okay, perfect. Pack of sneaker. Oop. Pack of Aether Drift. Look at that lovely foil. Isn't that nice? Ah, the shiny look of the foil. Don't we love shiny things? Shiny things are nice. All right. Okay, you ready? So this is for Mr. Brandon. Snipping this. Mr. Brandon. Here's Sneaker Bunko. We've got a hollow and a hollow and I like this card in the front. You know, I kind of wish that the hip pull wasn't spoiled. Let's put this well, you almost have to open it in reverse. I don't want to do it. I don't want to mess with it. Ready? So here's Dinosaur Dragon. I was going to say, see, I could tell it was a hot card, and I wanted to kind of have like a cool buildup. That's the Lotus. That's got to be it. He said he was looking for a Lotus, and I think he just pulled it. Somebody help me out. What's this valued at? All there is? That's the hit, says Brandon. Woo! We did it! See, I don't know this stuff because I don't really collect Magic, but I know Black Lotus is valuable in the Magic, the Gathering hobby. Sort of like Charizard for Magic, right? And so you've got the Japanese version of it. That's it. It's not a fracture foil, but it's a good hit. Oh, so you're saying it gets even better. Very nice, man. Super cool. All right, let's set that down. Now you can send that one off to grade. Okay. Should we clip this? Somebody give me an idea of the value of this card. Ooh, looks nice and clean, too. It actually might be worth grading. Looks nice and clean. Look at that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, Mr. Brandon. I'll put this up in the hitbox, okay? I'll be grading that along with the RR card next Friday. Nice. Okay. Definitely give this a shot. Here, since you said you want to grade this card anyways, why don't I put this into a sleeve along with it? Here we are. Very good. Okay. What's that card called? Yeah, what's this card called? Clearly it's a Black Lotus card. There we go. Boop. Radiant Lotus. Ooh. I didn't expect Minecraft music to be this good. It's pretty good, huh? Here's Ketramos Roverblades. Swamp, Guidelight, Aether, Carry On, Guidelight, Hazard, Daring, and Risky. All right. Very nice. Put this over here. Put this over here. Okay. Let's go find your bag. Mr. Brandon hitting gold tonight. I like to see that. Grab your bag. We got to get you lots of good pulls because you go deep. And a Ketramos Hell of a pack. His like 35. So the Ketramos was valuable too. Did that Japanese card come out of an English pack? Yeah, that's like a new thing that Magic the Gathering is doing. Try it out. Buy some of these new Magic the Gathering collector packs. Some of them have that. I don't think they all have it, but I know Duskmorn has it. And obviously this one has it. I don't know which ones also have it. So we're going to go clip this. We want to get a clip. All right. Go to the clip channel. Go into the clip channel. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. This is going to say Oops. Black Lotus poll. Question mark or exclamation mark. Brandon won. And this occurred at 55 minutes in. Wow, 55 minutes have passed. I feel like I blinked and an hour's gone by. How did so much time go by? I feel like I barely did anything. That just shows you we're having fun, you know. Oops, let me move this up to the side. All right, here we are. So I'll put those up in the hitbox. You might be getting a video made out of that. Brandon did well. I like seeing that. Me too. 51 on TCG Player Market for the Radiant Lotus. Nice. So that means if it grades 10, it'll probably do quite a bit better than that. Daniel says 2 Crown Zenith and shipping. Charizard in the Cool Kids box. Okay, let's take a look at that Charizard real fast. All right. Here's a Huavu. Who is it? Daniel Del Barrio? You got a Charizard in here? Must be at the back or something. Oh, it was at the very back. There it is. Lovely Charizard. All right. 2 Crown Zenith. Where would I be storing Crown Zenith, I wonder? I think it's over here. Ugh. This old box. Back before I took all those packs down, look what it used to hold. It used to hold some Generations, some Shining Legends, some Celebrations, some Hidden Fates, a lot of Hidden Fates, and some Crown Zenith. Here we are. Crown Zenith, of course, is back on the menu. Good for you, Crown Zenith. I just had a round of Pokemon 151 show up in the mail today. A restock on 151 occurred. 151, shockingly desirable. People really like that set, like to death. So that is an important set. I'm so happy I got the Lotus. I'm happy you got the Lotus. Here's a Gloom. Really lightens up your day, you know. Here's a Oh, wow. Look at that Snorlax artwork. Hold on to that holo, man, because that is fun. Also, this Gloom's kind of silly. Gloom's got the eyes wide open. Strange, you know, because Gloom always has their eyes closed. All right. DDB. So if you're shipping out, I think I might swap you out of this and into a top loader just to make my life a little easier. Put this in with it. That just adds a little thickness so it doesn't slide around too much. That's all that does. All right, Daniel Del Barrio with the D. You're going to be over here. Wouldn't it be nice if I just picked up the first bag and it was you? That would have been so nice. Bloom has some white stuff on its lips. Some white stuff, huh? Probably super glue. Okay. Why am I not finding your bag? Dear God, dude. Sometimes you gotta dig so hard to find a bag. Oh my God, I found it. Here it is. Whew. Perfect. Put this right in the middle. All right, very good. Ooh, pretty heavy. It was hailing earlier today. All right, we're going to say this weighs this much. We're going to print a label. And print. Stamps has encountered a problem. Really? Why is it always encountering a problem? I don't understand. Let's try this again. Print. Stamps has encountered a problem. All right, so let's try doing this. Let's swap into UPS, and then we're going to swap back into USPS, and then we're going to choose package, and then we're going to swap it to, say, 24, and now we're going to hit print label. Stamps has encountered a problem. I don't understand why this software is so bad. Oh my God, this has to be the worst software I've ever used for shipping. I might have to reset the actual software. What a day, man. Today was a good day. Iranian cyber attack. No, you think I got the Iranian cyber attack? What if I were to do this? Okay, now try it again. Oh my God, did that work? Oh my God, dude. I'm just tinkering with it, you know? Like what I did was I went in and I removed some of his address so that the software had to be like, oh, we need to correct the address. It's missing a piece. And so it's corrected it back to the original way it was. And then it said, okay, now we can print the label. What? It's so bad, dude. I think it forced the software to sort of do like a loop where it's like, all right, update everything, get it all up to date. And then it says, oh, now we can print it. God, dude, that's so terrible. All right, so now we've got, let's see, Mr. Raul Mendoza, 3 pokey shuffles. Here we are. 3 pokey shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's up? Oh, you got Voltorb. Voltorb 9 for Mr. Raul. Okay. Let's see what that was. Oh, it's not bad. That is Team Rocket Voltorb. It's kind of fun. Dead by Daylight. That's not Monster Hunter. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Clicking on this. Now, let's get a new card up here, shall we? Ooh. So that's Flareon. It has decent centering, but it's got these odd things going on with the corners. I think an 8 on this card is fine. Okay. 6 has defeated the Evil Queen. All right. Let's get a price on this. I have a feeling this one could sell very quickly. Flareon. Flareon. RC 28. Ooh, it's raining hard out there. $132. $132. That one's ready to go into the live customs, man. It's a nice card. All right. Good. I sold a card today, by the way. I sold an eBay card, $400. It was, what's the name of that monster? Oh, I can't even remember his name. You know, he's such an odd one. He's probably right here, isn't he? Not Vigoroth. Zongoose. Zongoose. I sold a Zongoose Emerald today. $400. 400 big ones. Where is he? Ah, here he is. Looks like I had a price of $485 and I accepted a $400 offer on him. $4.85 is kind of a weirdly high price, especially for like Zangoose in particular. Zangoose is not Pikachu, that's for sure. So we got him for $400. I think that was pretty good. He was originally purchased for $230 back in the day. So that is a complete flip. All you had to do was hold it. Just hold it. And then one day Pokemon cards go up in value. I'm new to this hobby. Thanks for all the great info and content, says Honest Crypto. Oh, nice to meet you, man. We are. If I were to take a stab and guess, I would bet that you do a little bit of crypto. Here we are. Oops, let me go back here. All right. So, Mr. Omar, 10 battle partners, 2 Hot Wind Arena. Okay, 2 Hot Wind. Oops. 2. Oh. I can just pick them up. There we go. And then 10 of the battle partners. You ready? There you go. 10 of these. Very nice. Card collecting is really cool. It's attracted a lot of people into it because people see its possibility as being a store of value. And the reason Pokemon is doing a good job of this, in part, it's the rabid fans. In part, it's all the people who are selling back and forth to each other. That'd be like traders. And then also, it's the power of social media. When you have a very good collection, when you have the best collection, not only do you get a lot of clout from that, but you actually earn ad revenue from that, right? Like I just got a Google paycheck, and a little bit of that money is just from showing off my collection. And so yes, I show off my collection and just earn money from that. That's a very big idea. I know it sounds simple, but that's a very big idea. Sort of like a virtual museum, right? You pay money to go into a museum. Pokemon cards gather you ad revenue. It's like an at-home museum. And so if you have the cards that people want to look at, then you're able to generate ad revenue. Does Mr. have family emptying out vending machines? No, I definitely do not. Oh, you got Cool Guy. This is, the name of this card is Pokemon Card Scalper. There you go. There's your average Pokemon card scalper. You can see he wears a gold chain. He talks down to girls. There. He fights with the restocker. I'm trying to get some Pokemon cards. Oh, come on, dude. Give me some of those Pokemon cards. I'm gonna totally sell them on eBay. It's like free money. Here's Sarua. Okay. Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. And here's Zekian. Throwing hands outside Costco. This guy's throwing hands outside Costco. That's right. I have a big collection, but never thought of making money with it. Just have a lot of cards graded, mostly PSA 10s, but never sell them. I hope someday I get to have a museum like you. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I think I have a decent collection. I'd love to know where my collection ranks in the world. I would hope that I'm on a top 100 list somewhere. I don't think I'm in top 10 at all, but maybe top 100. Mr. Omar with an O. There are some guys out there with wickedly huge collections. They were collecting far before I was. TCA Gaming. Ooh, you ever see his collection? It's crazy, man. He's got some crazy stuff. But back when he was collecting, all these cards were worth nothing. So it's been the biggest investment of his life to just have Pokemon cards, isn't it? Squirtle. Can you tell me how much it will be to ship? Okay. Are you international? Is that what you're asking? Let's see if you're international. You might be international. If you're in the United States, it'll be $9. If you're international, based on how heavy your bag is, probably about $40. You're definitely in the top 100, says Wade. I got lucky. I was buying cards before the Logan Paul boom. That was a good time period. And because I was kind of risk-taking in my personality type, I was buying everything I could. Yes, so for you, it'll be $40 to ship. Of course, you could keep adding to your bag before you ship. You could actually, because that would be you're able to get a heavier bag before shipping. Your content helped me identify big value cards in my own collection. I'll forever be thankful for all your knowledge shared. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. This has been all I've done for like the last 6 years, so definitely feels like I traded something. Feel like I gave up a little chunk of my life for sure to this. And it has not been unsuccessful. It's been very successful. And yeah, so it's just a nice thing, isn't it? Here's Devon A, another box, OP11, and 4 more Pokey Shuffles. You got it, Devon A. Gave up a huge chunk of my life because we didn't go on vacation. We didn't do anything. I was here every single night. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. Except for like a few nights. Cold. Ugh. Cold. Do you want these? They're yours. Boop. There is a Broly cereal card in that new Dragon Ball. Perfect, thank you. Okay. So another OP11 box. Let's get that OP11 box. OP11 is a big deal right now. Ooh. Ah. Good. All right. Oops. We got some great slabs on the table. That Squirtle's pretty good. Have you seen the price of the poker decks? They're unbelievable now. Eye-watering. That's very good for the value in the graded tents. Oh, I was watching YouTube today and I got an ad for One Piece. One Piece trading cards. I couldn't believe it. I'd never had that happen before. I gotten Pokemon card ads before. Never gotten a One Piece card ad. Yeah, they're pulling out ads on YouTube for One Piece. Crazy. All right. Ooh. I saw a store selling Evolving Skies for $50 a pack. Whew. Ooh-wee, man. That's that's a pricey, bro. Who's opening that? When I entered CardCnomist in YouTube search bar, a My Little Pony ad appeared. Did it really? My Little Pony. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Scooby buns. Buns, buns, buns. Scooby buns. Scooby buns. Computers freak me out. Computers are pretty cool. I like them. I missed the pony. Mr. missed the pony boat. Shake my head. I don't know what you mean by that. I think what you mean is I should have gone out and bought like those niche booster boxes that sell for like thousands. I mean, all things considered, I'm happy enough that I grabbed 2 cases of the base set and that's exploded in value. And I don't think it's done doing that either. Ooh, this is loud. All right. I keep getting Disney ads and keep saying I'm not interested. But then I keep getting them. You got pink-haired guy. All right, very nice. He looks very angry. I get a lot of really boring ads. I get like Tide laundry detergent ads, that kind of crap. And I go, why are you advertising this to me? I'm never going to buy it. Is Lorcana actually worth collecting? I don't know. Maybe. Could be in the long run. Hard to say. That one's really unsure. All right. Ooh. I pet gym ads. You pet gym ads? This guy's petting the ads. You're out of control, A. Perez. All right, thank you, Mr. Devin. Devin, he's keeping the stream busy. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, Devin. All right, if you guys are unsure what to open, we have our new Dragon Ball booster packs just arrived, sealed case. $11 a pack. I know you guys like freshly sealed cases. So this just arrived. History of Z. It seems to be pretty popular, actually. It's nice having popular Dragon Ball cards on the menu for once. Here are some additional packs we sell. Oh, this is no longer 18, or this is no longer 19. It is actually 18. Our Halo packs have come down in price over time. Isn't that nice? That's nice. We like price reductions. There we go. Why did that happen? Because the cost to restock them went down. Here's Topps Finest X-Men, EB2, Final Fantasy Legacy Collection. This is a specialty set. That's why it's so pricey. OP11. Sneaker Bunko 2, very popular. Opened like a master case of this and more already. Here's Oshinoko 2. The new Hot Wind Arena. Some people have a different name for it, Heat Wave Arena. But my supplier calls it Hot Wind. He's like, it's called a Hot Wind. I was like, all right. So that's $5 a pack, just got here. And Battle Partners, a little cheaper. And then also, this is a new thing on the menu. This is the Korean Terra Festival for only $75 for a whole box. Give that a try. It's much, much cheaper than the Japanese version. Less than half the price of the Japanese version. How do you like that? That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is going to say number 053 ditto 9. These dittos, these English dittos, extremely low pop for some reason. Nobody grades them. And my bet is that that becomes the premier chase card in the Pokemon Go collection every time. Because it's such a bizarre card. Here's a lovely Venus Flytrap from 1989 Super Mario Brothers 3. And this is a Cardos card, 1989 Bandai, made in Japan, right down there, see? So this is a little piece of Super Mario history. Lovely card. If no one buys it, I'm perfectly okay with that, because he's supposed to be in my personal collection, actually. I own one already. This is a huge opportunity for the Shining Celebi, by the way. 2270. It's just a really lovely card, and that's a fair price. You might want to grab that because all those vintage cards are really jumping in price right now. They are pumping. Guess why I'm selling it? I don't like Celebi. That's my reason. I like Tyranitar, not Celebi, because I'm more of a Tyranitar collector. But other people like Celebi. So I've had them the whole time. There was like this point in time where I had the finished collection of the Neo Destiny Shinies. And I thought that was really cool. And then over time, I was like, I don't care if I have the complete collection. So all I really care about now is just collecting the one that I actually prefer. So Shining Celebi is up and available for sale. And you will not have two shots at that because that's my only one. And I'm not buying it again. It's a very fun opportunity to own a very clever vintage cards. All right, Javier Arroyo, 5 Hollow Shuffles. How much do I owe you for the upcharge on the manga card? Javier, it's not bad at all. It's $15 upcharge, not that much. So, and then you're set to go. All right, let's see. Not that much at all. I love Celebi. Some people really like Celebi. I'm not the biggest fan. I don't really care for it. So it's not my favorite Pokemon. Same with Politoed. He's very cool. Someone loves him, but not me. So I bought that Shining Celebi to have the completed collection, and now he's for sale. And that's why you have a shot at him. Ooh. Cold. Javier. Ta-da. Yeah, how do you like that, Javier? Your wanted poster was a 10 as well. Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. All right, we have a Korean card coming up on the table. Espeon. Ooh. Do you accept PI? Is that a crypto? It is. If that's a crypto, I might be able to get you a crypto address for it. All right. I did not Get a lot of sleep tonight. Looks to be about $160 for this Espeon. So the Espeon goes for a little more, huh? All right, here we are. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I had Shining Steelix and Shining Noctowl up here too at some point, and those are all taken too. Somebody already grabbed all those. All right, $160. I've been buying a bunch of PSA 10 Galvantula EX1459. What do you think about that? It's been kind of crashing for some days. Galvantula is that yellow spider. Is it the AR spider? Here's a cool looking card. Here it is. Looks like that. My thoughts on it. It doesn't look like an alt art. The difference between a card like that and a card like this Espeon is that this is more of a, well, what would you call it? It's like a scene, you know what I mean? Like something's going on. Illustration. It's like a concept almost. Whereas Galvantula is just an image of the Galvantula. And so that's one of the reasons why the Galvantula over the long period probably won't outperform the other cards. So people are not placing a heavy bet on Galvantula because they don't suspect it's going to go up very heavy. But they'll place a heavier bet on this card because they think, hey, he's floating psychic books, that's so Espeon. You right? Scene's not the right word, though. There's an actual word for it. It's a word that's similar to the word illustration. All right. So now we have Thomas Hogue. 3 wise Hello Kitties. Thank you. I have a small bag. Let's get those Hello Kitties. Where do I store those? Is this it? Guess I got to get you a fresh box. Okay. The other thing I'd say is Galvantula. I don't think of Galvantula as like a Pokemon card that everyone has to have. Right? Like Celebi is more of a Pokemon like that. Espeon's more of a Pokemon like that. Galvantula is very niche. Some people will want a Galvantula, but not everyone in the hobby. But virtually everyone considers picking up an Espeon. Yeah? Ooh. Or an Umbreon, or a Charizard, Lugia, Gengar. Also, it's complicated, because maybe the value on the Galvantula is too low, since no one else is scooping it up. But see, that's hard to determine. That's the crystal ball part of collecting. Right, like you could just go buy Charizards. But maybe those Charizards don't go up in price because they're already at their top price. You got Cheery Chums. Ah, Cheery Chums. Here's, oops, Maru Mofobiori. All right, I like the little belly button in the middle. Can I get 3 more, says Mr. Thomas. Yes, sir, you can get 3 more. All right, and you got Pacheco. Give me a moment here. Oh, there it is. Found it. Good to know there's more art involved in the other card. Here we are. All right. So now we want 3 more of these. Aha. Good. Okay. All right, what we got here? Bad Bats Maru. Lovely. The Hello Kitties sharing a heart. And the penguin. He's so cute. Boop. All right, lovely. Tossing these away. Moving these over here. All right. Teresa McHaney, Thomas Hogue. All right. Lori. If only we all knew exactly what card to buy next in the hobby. There's really no way to know, you know? If there was a way to know which card was going to go up the most in price next, everyone would run off and buy it. And then it would be like a self-fulfilling prophecy. We'd all drive the price up on it. So there's just no way to know. All right, and here's Machamp. Good. Danny Santamore, Weiss Hello Kitty. That is so crazy that you ordered the exact same thing. So, okay. But there was a little bit of a time difference between. All right, maybe you saw him open it and you said, hey, I want some of those. All right. Well, Thomas, unfortunately, you were not able to snipe the box, and I think Danny might do that. Do you think Pikachu 238 will crash? That's a great question. We are. Oh, wow. That the 5-0 card in history Z are only out of 100. Give me a second. So the Pikachu 238. There's a lot of Pikachus. I don't got their numbers memorized. I'll just take a quick look. All right. So the new one, the Scarlet Violet Crown Pikachu. Pikachu Crown. Crown Kachu. Danny Santamore. Here it is. Peta Minilian. All the Pokemon cards are pushed up really high right now. Ooh. You got Happy Dan Bowie. That's cool. So that is the BR card. Very nice. Featuring a lot of those guys. And Charmy Kitty. There's a lot of Pokemon cards pushed up real high in price. And one of our older theories about Pokemon cards was that, you know, if this card over here has too many... By the way, did Danny get a box yet? Danny Santamore? He doesn't have a... He's got this box. Actually, this box looks like it can hold a little bit more. Let's grab it. So one of the theories is that if a card has a really high population, it can't go up in price. There's too many of it. Don't buy it. It's too common. There's too many of them. There's 14,000 Moonbreons. But, you know, recently that was proven to not be, you know, a strict rule. Modern cards, in fact, can go up. And this got everyone really excited. But there is a ceiling, right? Like, for example, that card shouldn't cost 1 million. So what should the correct price of it be? All right, we got Alan Abale. He wants 2 Sneaker Bunko boxes and the $15 upcharge on the PSA return. Thank you very much. Here we are. Don't sleep on Hello Kitty. Yeah, we like Hello Kitty. All right. Alan Abale, let's see if you get lucky with the box toppers. In this set, the box toppers are pretty important. All right. You got this red-haired girl. All right. Throw that away. All right. Second box. Lumion has almost 16,000 tens. Yeah. despite that, it still went up in price. So it broke everyone's expectations. Here we are. So relating that back to the Scarlet Violet Pikachu, it's hard to determine exactly what makes a card so valuable. Just has to look good, I guess. But also, I mean, there must be a number where a card really is too common. Like, let's say they printed that Pikachu as many times as they printed the energy cards. He just wouldn't be valuable. So we'll have to see what Pokemon does, because they're probably going to reprint them. I bet they will. They got a lot of reprinting to do. They're probably going to focus on Prismatic for a little while. And probably Destined Rivals too. But I don't think they're going to ignore these other sets like the Surging Sparks Pikachu. I don't think that's going to be ignored. All right. There we are. Good. Pokemon's going to come in and double dip. They're going to say, hey, don't worry, guys. We got you Pokemon for everyone. When they do reprints, are the pull rates the same? It appeared during the Sword and Shield time period that they weren't. Sometimes the pull rate was worse. You are? All right, let's see. Okay. Lovely. Here's a holo. Here's a holo. I'm not sitting on too many Scarlet Violet cards myself, so that kind of tells you how I feel about it. I do, on the other hand, have a couple Sword and Shield cards. That's because I know Sword and Shield is out of print. So I ran off, and I think I grabbed 2 of the Giratinas, and I think I have 2 of the Rayquaza VMAX Vaults, and I've got, I think I've got 2 of the Umbreons. Here we are. So I'm sitting on those because I think those are real popular, and they might go up in price more over time. Let's see. There we go. Because clearly 16,000 is not enough. And with Scarlet Violet, they're going to have to put out like 30,000 PSA 10s to see maybe the prices not being so high. We don't know if they do that. That's all just guesswork. What the Lugia? Here's a holo. Appreciate you guys coming in, asking some questions. We love talking Pokemon card market. Very fun. All right. I do have to say this. We're heading into the summertime. The summertime tends to slow down a little bit, right? And Rocket's going to come out, and everyone's going to love Rocket. But also, people are probably feeling a lot of card fatigue. I mean, think about all the money people have been spending ever since Terra Festival came out. People got to be broke by now, man. They don't got that much money left. No way do they have a lot of money left. And then Team Rocket's going to come out, and what? You're going to pay like triple retail for that too. So, you know, it's going to give out. At some point, it's got to give out. It's got to give out. And then Pokemon's going to come in with those reprints. They're going to be like, don't worry, baby. I got you. So it's all got to slow down a little bit at some point. I think it's got to break at some point. It can't remain like 3 times over retail forever. It's got to slow down. And this will be a combination of people running out of money, running out of patience, Pokemon doing a lot of reprints. That doesn't mean that I don't want to secure my copies of those cards, though, because, you know, we're seeing some great artworks. So if I can just pick one up, put it in my collection, and call it a day, that'd be great. Ooh. For example, I went ahead and grabbed myself one of those Magikarps from Paldea Evolved. So I got one of those now. I'm pretty happy with that. Will they reprint it to death? They could. I don't know if they will, but they could. As long as you have Sneaker Bunko till June, I'll keep you busy for the summer. Nice. All right. Good. Good. So that's for Alan Abale. Scalpers got everyone in a frenzy, and distribution not supplying local card stores. I think the dark cards will spike with destined rivals. Maybe. I think in general, Rocket cards could do better. That's why we're hosting this Team Rocket break right here. So that's Rocket's Mewtwo. Take a look at that. Beautiful card. You know, this is not a dark card. This is a Rocket's Mewtwo. So it's more similar to the Glory of Team Rocket set than the actual dark Team Rocket cards. And I think that's a lovely card for a break. Raul Mendoza. He wants 1 Vintage Booster and 3 Pokey Shuffles. You got it, Mr. Raul. The Trump Musk stimulus checks from Doge. That's not confirmed. That is not confirmed yet. So don't bet on it. It's a nice idea, but don't spend money ahead of time just because it might happen. But it sure would be nice. That's cold. Cold Pokey Shuffles. How about that Vintage Booster? Okay. GameStop now matching eBay prices. Pretty crazy, right? Gotta do what you gotta do. All right, what we got? Mankey, Diglett, Machop. I mean, if they don't, it's just for... Ooh, look at that. And Aerodactyl. If they don't do that, it's like free money for these scalpers, isn't it? It's just how it is. If eBay... if GameStop doesn't do that, then they're just going to sell it to a guy who's going to go sell it on eBay. And GameStop's going, I don't want to do that. I want to be the one to make the money. You know, think of it like this. Like, let's say the gold price for a coin of gold is $1,000. And Pokemon tells you to sell it at $500. You'd be like, bro, it's not $500. It's $1,000. The price of gold's $1,000. Why would I sell it at $500? It's free money to whoever buys it. You're just leaving a ton of money on the table. It's super obvious. And so they're like, we don't want to sell it at the MSRP price. We want to sell it at the market rate. The price of gold's $1,000. It's not $500. You're crazy. And really, it's more like if the price of the MSRP price that they're told to sell it at is like $500, but the market price is $1,500. So like triple market price. So yeah, it's like they just put it on the shelf, and the first person who runs in and buys it, they just triple their money. And that must be such a bizarre feeling for any business owner. See, I don't have to deal with that because we only do secondhand market. We're, as a Rippership. And that's because I don't get distribution. So there's no distribution here. But, GameStop does get distribution. I keep wanting to say EB Games. GameStop does get distribution. And so they get it at the super cheap price that the distributors get it at. And then they just kind of take advantage of that position to sell it at the real market price. So, I mean, it's scummy. I don't know what happens next, though. What do you think happens next? You think Pokemon revokes their license? Because it just kind of feeds into the problem. If you can't go to the store and relieve your wallet in the local store, it just feeds into the problem. Then again, are you just referring to like old? Because I saw like some old 151 products, and people were complaining because GameStop was selling them for like $300. But that set came out like 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. When did 151 come out? Yeah, 2023. This is a 2-year-old set now. And so they're not printing those ETBs anymore. They're basically not in print. So GameStop they're not getting those from distribution. They are getting the ETBs from trade-ins and from the secondhand market. So they can sell that at a higher price, sure. So it depends on what you're talking about when you're talking about, GameStop. All right, Mr. Raul, let's put this into your box. Let's see. The sheep will have spoken. Even distributors getting their cut now. Yeah, I heard about the MJ Holdings crap. That's insane. I have to know if it's true, but it feels like it's probably true, I guess. Everyone deserves to be innocent until proven guilty. But yeah, I don't know, man. The idea that MJ Holdings, a distribution company for Walmart and Pokemon, would be creating shell companies to buy the product before it can hit the shelf. That does sound like something someone would do. Because again, if you're selling gold coins for $500, but their real market value is $15, it's just stupid not to buy it yourself. It's just like it's just free money. It's that bad. The mismatch between MSRP and between the secondhand market is so severe that it's like pure gold. It's like free money. And so there's a real mismatch right now. And the scalping just makes it worse and worse. Because no one can get any. And then they go, oh, okay, I guess I'll buy some online. And it's just really bad. All right, this is an awesome Pikachu, man. This is a really nice card. I'm actually tempted to just keep this. All right, what is this looking like? Well, this isn't too bad at all, actually. So the price on this Pikachu is not too bad at all. He got to be 110. Wow, he feels like he could go in the Poke Shuffle. America's full of stupid. You know, I think every place is full of stupid. That's one of the things I realized. It's not exclusive to America. Every country's struggling in their own way. All right. Speaking of every country, did you guys hear that Donald Trump mentioned that he would join the British Commonwealth if King George offered him it? What do you guys think about that? England didn't lose the Revolutionary War. They were playing the long game. There we are. Britain on the rise, apparently. The sun will rise again for Britain. Here's Oscar Resendez, 8 History of Z. You got it. He said, yeah, we'll join the Commonwealth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Dun, 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 dun. Don't keep it, mister. Spread the wealth. The government will start to ban Pokemon products. There'll be a special Pokemon card tax to tax the Poke-wealthy. If your pulls are too good, you have to give some away. Most un-American thing ever. I don't know how to feel about it. It seems pretty silly, doesn't it? I guess, you know, I was like, what does that mean to be part of the Commonwealth? Like, I actually had to look it up because I realized I didn't know what it meant. And it does not mean that Britain would have any political power in the United States. So maybe that's why he was so fast to say sure. Because it's more like joining a European club. But not, the government over there doesn't have any say in what this government does. So it's not like we would be any less free. But yeah, it was really, it's kind of funny. It shows that he's definitely a fan, you might say a fanboy, of the British. The British. Maybe he watches the British baking show. Bit stodgy. Yeah, your cake layer's all wrong. It's all collapsed. Here's Sun Gohan, not your best. Sun Gohan, sadness and rage. Ooh, AOC collects Pokemon. She's my favorite big booty Latina. Pull me a numbered card. Man, I had a fat nap. Look up the history. America is still tied to the British crown. Dun 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 dun. Oi, Brev! Welcome to Bumble Dumpashire. I'll be having them sneakers then. Here's Zarbon. Keeping up appearances. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but let me look this up. What are the benefits of being in the Commonwealth? What are the benefits of being in the Commonwealth? It's an interesting concept. It is. You have to give it to Donald Trump. He puts out very crazy ideas. Hold on. Okay. Trade and economic cooperation. Commonwealth countries have easier trade relations due to shared legal systems around business practice and trade agreements like the Commonwealth Advantage, which reduces trade costs between member states. Very interesting. Diplomatic support. Members have access to a network of diplomatic cooperation. Educational and cultural exchange. Students have an opportunity to travel between nations. Technical and developmental assistance. I don't think America really needs that. Shared legal and administrative systems. They have similar legal and political structures, which makes cooperation on legal matters and governance more efficient. Maybe like if you're expediting a criminal between countries. Support for democracy and human rights. The Commonwealth promotes democratic values, good governance, and human rights. Sporting and social connections. The Commonwealth Games, held every 4 years, foster unity and friendly competition among member states. Okay, so there you go. It wouldn't mean that the King of England would be in charge of the United States, which is, if you think about it, that's what the founding fathers were really fighting. So, but this other thing is, I guess it's more like a boys' club kind of situation. I don't know. But it shows you that Donald Trump really favors the British for some reason. Isn't he like part Scottish or something? Is Trump part Scottish? All right, Oscar Resendez. Grab this. Okay. All right, but I find it very funny. It is very funny, right? Tossing that in there. He's part Cheeto. True. He has a little bit of Cheeto dust on his soul. We have the very best Cheetos. It's not dental insurance, that's for sure. What the hell? Oi, Bev. Well, at least excuse. Hey. All right, we're jumping over here. Enough of that. Zachary Stixkowski, 10 Hot Wind Arena. Yeah, I about choked on my crumpets there when I heard that. The Commonwealth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There they are. Mister, I sent a Venmo. Very nice. Just busting our way through the orders in the normal order. OUI, you got a license for that? I love watching people freak out over everything Trump says. Yeah, I mean, I think part of the problem with him saying he's interested in joining the Commonwealth is nobody really knows what that means. I don't think most Americans know what the Commonwealth means. I think they assume it means like King Charles rules over us or something like that. We are. All right. It's more like having, I guess, like country favoritism between just a few countries. Ooh, Sadak, wah. Very nice. Sounds like it's a sort of like, yeah, I guess you would say it's sort of like a favoritism kind of thing, like a club that you're joining. It is interesting. The idea of it is interesting. The founding fathers were British guys, and we're not exactly at war with each other all these years later. We are actually allies, and they wouldn't be ruling in America. They wouldn't be writing our laws for us. So maybe that's why he was so easy with it. Like maybe he had already thought about it all. Ooh, you pulled the fish. Blurb. All right. Oh, the doggy. Rough. English gonna erase Misty's cheeks and that side of Galtart. It would be cool to have like lower tariffs. If we had smaller tariffs between the UK and the United States, that's better for Pokemon card business. Much better, actually. You could be in the UK buying Pokemon cards from the US, and maybe you won't get like some huge, tax if I ship you your cards. Not huge, but like 20%. That's a lot. That's for Zachary Stexkowski, Mr. Zach. Boy, Bev. What's all this then? It's a bit stodgy. Your cake layer's all wrong. All right, enough of that, huh? My first name I'm okay with, but last name. Here's checklist. The word Commonwealth should be re-evaluated. Certainly not a democratic thing. There we are. Here's Pichu. You have to admit another thing about the United States. We speak English. Canada speaks English. They're part of the Commonwealth. Australia speaks it. They're part of the Commonwealth. Obviously, the UK speaks it, and America speaks it. Look at this. Ooh. Here's Javier Arroyo, 3 Korean Terror Festivals. Okay, let's grab this. Also, it seems like something you could leave as well. So, like, let's say you join the Commonwealth. You could probably just leave it if you didn't want to be part of it. Like, how they gonna force you to be part of the Commonwealth? I don't think they could do that. All right. It actually might give America more influence over the other Commonwealth countries. Ready? Javier Arroyo. We've got, this guy. Ba-doop. And if the UK said America move over here, I'd be gone. Oh, I see. You mean like migrate over. Here's Gare d'Ivoire. And here's, I'm buying a chateau in the English countryside. Here's Montbriand. Ooh. All right. My full legal name, Rat. Sixington. Her name is Sixington the 7th. My name's Bartholomew Diggersby the 3rd. Do you like nerds? Joining the Commonwealth, USA will have to accept King Charles as head of state. Yeah, I don't see that flying very well. Yeah, maybe Trump doesn't see it that way. Maybe he doesn't care. He's like, we'll join, but okay, so here's Javier. Because that's not his personality type, right? He doesn't respect anybody. He clearly does not respect anybody. And he's a jerk through and through. It's really clear that he's a jerk. I bet you the way Donald Trump feels, I bet you he wishes he was the king. You know what I mean? He's ready to be King Trump. Slowbro. Here's Resharam. He gotta be like, let's join the Commonwealth and let's have the royal family come over here or something. Here's Flagrion. And Persian. Ooh. Let's see. If Camel Toe won, I would have been selling my stuff on eBay to get out of here. Can you get rid of hollows and reverses from my bag? Yes, let's do that soon. Here's one of your bags. Let's do that soon, okay? I would vote for King Trump, says PDX. Dun, 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 dun. I think there's probably a bunch of people that would do that, but doesn't really match the country. All right. Oh, that's why you told me you made a Venmo order, because it's under a different name. I get it. So your name is 6, and you want 10 Paldea Evolved. Grade the Raichu and Sudowoodo. Grade the Raichu and Sudowoodo. That's not in the hits box, is it? No, that's going to be in your normal bag. Yes, that's me. All right, here we are. Did my music stop? Oh, Bev. Britain won the war after all. Just took them many, many years to do it. They came back in season 12. Yes. All right. It's an interesting way to win. The other country just likes you a lot. Yeah, we'll join. What the fuck? All right. I do feel like Trump has an awareness of how people are easily triggered. And I feel like he says things sometimes just to trigger people. Like, remember when he said, we'll just own Gaza? And then on top of that, he reposted that super creepy AI video where he's on the beach with Netanyahu drinking margaritas. How crazy was that? So I think he just kind of goes with the crazy. I think he embraces it. There it is. Maybe that's a little bit of his style, is to not let you know who he is too well. He just says, I'm just whatever you think the craziest thing is. Doggone it. I don't know where your cards are. You got so many bags. 10 Paldea Evolved. You don't want these? God bless. God Emperor Trump. You remove them and put them back in. There you are. There you are. All right. You think Charizard EX is going to keep going up or down? Probably up. You can't bet against Charizard. I mean, he could be overpriced, and maybe he will slide a little bit for a while. But in the long run, 20 years from now, up. He's going up. All the Charizards are going up. I'm going to eat beans on toast since UK helping my people. I'm going to have some beans on toast. You don't like our food? Beans on toast is delightful. I actually watched a video on YouTube recently of a British guy really trying to convince someone of how good beans on toast was. And I watched him eat it, and I said, that looks horrible. It looks so bad. I don't get it. Sorry, guys, we're just looking for Six's pulls. Six, I can't find your pulls. There must be another bag somewhere. We should make you a box, your own box at some point. I ate too many beans, and I got the protein for it. Ew! Okay, so you've got these bags in this box, but none of these actually had the hits. So you've got another bag in another box. That's what's going on. Bob Iger was at Disneyland today, ate Perez. It's good. I lived in London for 8 years and ate it almost every day. Here we are. Well, good for you. There it is. I found it. And you do not want these hollows either. Good for you, Joey Albrecht. You bean-eating traitor. I think it's good. I actually like beans on toast. All right. The only thing I eat on my toast is American freedom. Caca! But also, let's join the Commonwealth. King Charles, that's my king. Dun, 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 dun. What the fuck? Yeah, some crazy ass stuff, man. I get it though. I think Trump's biased. I like the UK a lot, actually. That was one of my top destinations for moving, the UK. Unfortunately, I learned about all their taxes, and I said, never mind. I said, wow, I'm suddenly feeling like I love America again. Okay, 6. Sending these off to grade. I don't know what happened, but I'm feeling all patriotic. The Founding Fathers really did get into a fight with King George because they had taxation without representation. And then he raised the tax on them. And then they said, hell no, bro. Hell no. We ain't paying more taxes. Screw you, man. Where are my Paldea Evolved? Are they over here? Here they are. I feel like I relate to that so hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I might be in love with the Founding Fathers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They said, we'll make our own casino with blackjack and hookers. Ready? I remember someone from the UK commented on me wanting cheese for breakfast. Ew, cheese for breakfast. I only have a good camembert for breakfast. The crackers, Gromit. We've forgotten the crackers. Do, 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 do. Ooh, lovely Wensleydale. If Trump signed some deal with the UK, could America somehow get UK to lower their taxes? That's a great question. I don't know. If we join the Commonwealth, I don't think we can affect their taxes, and I don't think they can affect our taxes. It would just be like joining a club. There we are. All right. Okay. All right. Very nice. Okay. But yeah, it says a lot about Trump. He likes the royal family, obviously. He might be a big fan of the British. Oops. All right. Miss 6. Here's a hollows. She wants to pull the Magikarp, and I want to pull the Magikarp for her. Trump should get the London look. He kind of already does, doesn't he? So if you're going to give up your reverses, I'm going to try to pick out some good stuff for you. Here's a Pikachu. I know you like Raichu. Let's get that little Raichu for you. All right, little Raichu. I love British women. Job check. M to the B, M to the B, M to the B. Where? You know what I noticed? There's a lot of criticism of British women for not being like hot enough or something like that. And I've noticed some of that criticism is fair. One of the things I noticed is that the bar for being like ugly is pretty low. Like there's, well, maybe the bar is not the right word, but like I've seen some really not attractive British women. They just have like all the wrong features. You know, they're like 500 years ago, they would have been like, "Oi, Bev," work in the fields or something like that, right? They would have been like a serf. I don't know. And that all went away, but you know, their face proportions did not. So I noticed that, you know, they're not like the German women. The German women have certain German features, but the British women have some really strange features sometimes. But listen, here's the silver lining. I don't think I've ever seen girls as pretty as some of the prettiest British women. They have some of the hottest girls I've ever seen. So it's weird. They can be really, really unattractive, but also they can be extremely attractive. There's like this really wide variety in their appearances. There we go. All right. Ta-da! Put that back. So, Miss 6, I would say this was a pretty rough round. No ARs popping out. You did pick up a cute Raichu, but then it's just Chiyu and Chen Pao. Ugly women in the UK are peasant ugly. Well, you know, there's ugly people in every group. Every society has unattractive women. And I think sometimes we overlook that because we like fetishize certain races, or like maybe you have a preference. And maybe somebody does not have a preference for British women, so they notice really easily if they've got unattractive women. But yeah, it's weird. There's some very like gremlin-like qualities in the appearance of British people. They have some weird gremlin qualities. I don't know what it is, like weird ears, or like, you know, like their eyes are too wide set, or they just have a bit of a strange nose, or like the crazy teeth. A lot of them have the crazy teeth. That's just how it is. And I can say that because I'm part British. That's racist, bro. All right. But let me, and so that now you know why I'm so ugly. Let's go find 6's bag, which is right over here. Here we are. All right. Really thought I was considering UK hard if Trump lost. They want 100K just to live there. I'm not into throwing money away. Gremlin qualities. I don't think I'm wrong. All right. But again, they have some of the hottest girls I've ever seen as well. So there's this real variety to them. Mr. Omar, 10 Heat Wind Arena. You got it, Mr. Omar. All right. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a 10. Mr. Racist against white people. Oh, please. You can't be racist against white people. Everyone knows this. There. I watch an Irish girl, yes, with reddish black hair that's not hot, not skinny, lives on a farm. Sleep. All right, there we go. Irish, Welsh, Scottish, and British. Dun, 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 dun. Anglo-Saxon. Ready? Cold. Here's Gredent. The poor Welsh, man. They were all like, we don't want to be colonized by the British. And the British were like, we don't care. Same with the Scottish, man. They're like, you're joining us. Scottish is like, oh, Scotland forever. Ireland's pretty interesting if you think about it. Ireland actually broke free of the UK. Southern Ireland. Here we are. Ooh, Roserade. They lost that northern territory to the British. This. Here's Gredent. Okay, and that's gold. Mistress Philippines. I got a Filipino Grammy. Trolling hard with that white people racist comment. All right. Here's Gyarados. Misty's not, she's not white though. She's got red hair. That means she's black. Mr. Omar. In Hollywood anyways. Those are the rules. I didn't make those rules. Hollywood did. You had to talk to Hollywood about it. There we go. The live action remake of Pokemon. Misty's black. Ugh. Here's Matthew T. English Dragon Ball Z Critical Blow 5 packs. Then he wants Sneaker Bunko 5 packs. I got some of that right here. And Starbirth Korean 10 packs. How dare you assume someone's race? I'm sorry. Oh! So this is a perfect example of why Sneaker Bunko is still a sexy card set. But some of the sexiest cards can only be acquired as a box topper. Ah, very interesting. See, this would have been a common card in Sneaker Bunko Volume 1. But in Sneaker Bunko Volume 2, it is not a common. It is a box topper. It's a hit. It's a hit. You only have a shot at it every 24 packs. And there's only so many in a case, probably. All right, so 5-pack Starbirth Korean. Let's go get that while you're all salivating over this booby card. All right. She's definitely not British. Probably Australian. The Australian are British. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Someone name a hot British girl. No, wait. He wanted 10 of the Starbirth. 10 of them. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Do we have just one short? Oh, my God. That's the worst. Isn't that the worst? That is the absolute worst. When you're one short, so you know you got to stand up just because you got to get one more pack. And what are these? These are our matchless fighters. All right, good. So we'll put these matchless fighters in here. And what about over here? What's this? Oh, yeah. Starbirth. Kate Beckinsale. Who's Kate Beckinsale? I think Margot Robbie's British, isn't she? She's not born British. She's from Australia, right? But again, Australians are British. Let me see. Margot Robbie ethnicity. Why is it so hard to look that stuff up? Scottish. Ah, the Scottish. Scotland forever. All right. The surname is Scottish. Interesting. All right. Kate is the chick that plays the vampire in Underworld. Australian chicks are hot. Susan Boyle. Here we are. Susan Boyle. Ah, we hate her. She sings good. We love her. She's ugly. Get her out of here. Wait, she can sing good? You're valuable to society now. So we need 5 packs of Critical Blow. I think that's all we have left. There's about 5 packs of it. Critical Blow. Yep. All right. Wow, look at that booby card, man. That card will sell Sneaker Bunko boxes for me all day, I bet. So here's 5 of these. I have 2 left to whoever would like to buy them. Maybe you would like to buy them, Matthew. Those are the last 2 packs. They might dramatically have the card you want inside of them. Do you like Emma Watson? Emma Watson. She's another good-looking actress from the UK. The girl who is in Fallout, isn't she also British? I think she is. Here we are. Snipping this. Snipping this. All right. Susan Boyle. Katie is the chick that plays the vampire in the underworld. Snipping this. Sneak. Snipping this. Sneak. All right. Snipping this. Good. Brie of Tarth. No, I'm just kidding. Now she looks proper British. Amelia Pond from Doctor Who. Who's that actress from Harry Potter that played a bad witch? I don't know. All right, you ready? Son Goku. Here's Paragus. Cellmax. Son Gohan. Janemba, Blind Attack Fury. Whoa! Okay, and there we have it. Helen Botham Carter. There you go. Is she attractive? She has a crazy look. I don't know if she's conventionally attractive. Good. Good. And now we have a cold one. A hollow. A cold one. Here's Luminian. Cold. You got Roxanne or Roseanne. Roxanne. Cold. And cold. And a hollow. Emily Blunt is okay. Yeah, Emily Blunt. I don't know any of these names. There you go. But yeah, that's what you find surprising is, you know, there's like American actresses and Australian actresses. And you say, those aren't British. It's like, yes, they are. Where do you think they came from? Their people came from the UK, from the Britain. And they simply traveled to new countries, but they're still the same genetic people. They're just living on a new rock. Right? All right. Oh. Like if you're Chinese and you migrate to the United States, your DNA doesn't change. You're still the same person. So it's the same. You know, the British people come over to the United States, they're still British. They just have a different accent now. It's not so proper anymore. Ooh. It's very fascinating, isn't it? Ah. Anthony Hopkins is British. Yeah, but that's a guy. We're not measuring guys. Princess Diane was a hottie. She was okay, yeah. It's kind of an interesting subject, isn't it? A little bit of an interesting subject. All right, there we go. High card fans. Wow, you said high card fans. I think I'm in love. Daisy Ridley is cute. Rey from Star Wars. Yeah, but I hate her character, so she doesn't count. All right, Matthew T., congratulations. You actually had a pretty good box there, believe it or not, because of that one box topper, which is probably going to sell for like $100 as a 10. So all you got to do is grade it, okay? Okay, lovely. All right. What's this? Ah. The Boys. Quest fulfilled. Lord of the Rings. Hard day of work. End of the day, just hanging out with your man. Oops. Hanging out with your guy friends. Hanging out a little too much, if you ask me. I think I need some space. Quest. Lord Quest fulfilled. Fulfilled. Got a nice 10 there. There doesn't appear to be something. It doesn't appear to be in. There you go. Stock on eBay at all. Let's see. Is there a sold version? No. Ooh, this is tricky. I don't know what to price it at. Okay, so let's do PSA 10 Topps Lord of the Rings. It's a very dramatic moment after they destroyed the ring. Oh, wow. The title card is $350. That's so cool. Let's also type in Chrome, because this is Lord of the Rings Chrome. All right. Wow, even the cheapest ones are very expensive. So the cheapest one of all is $65, and it's Boromir with the little sword, and then Smeagol's jumps all the way straight up to 200, and then we got the first one with the boys on it with 225. We're gonna mimic that one, 225. Wow, I need to grade more of these. Tree Frog grading in UK is decent. They've been around for a while now. If I paid you to crack a slab, would you? I could probably do that for you for a fee. You need me to crack a slab? Like Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care? Have me do it tomorrow, though, because I'm pretty sleepy tonight. You don't want me to do it while I'm sleepy. Okay, let's hit refresh over here. Let's check this. We got Yugi Tao, one pokey shuffle. Keep the hollow. Thank you. So is the Dragon Queen from Game of Thrones. Oh, I couldn't stand that actress. She's so annoying in Game of Thrones. Ba-doop. Magnemite, he said, keep the card. Thank you so much. That's one cold hollow shuffle. No luck in the hollow shuffles tonight. Some nights are like that. Mr. Raul Mendoza, 2 Paldea Evolved. Hey, yo, mister, don't say that. I didn't like her. Huh? She was all like, oh, I'm such an evil queen and stuff. I was like, no, you're not. Shut up. You're some girl in California who likes Starbucks. She just didn't have the acting chops. Also, the whole weird, like, white savior time period in the Game of Thrones was, I didn't like that. I'm the mother of dragons, the breaker of chains. Oh, my God, bro. She really is a bad guy. I can't take her anymore. She's so stinky. But Game of Thrones kind of got stinky at some point. It's especially hard to watch. If you watch Game of Thrones twice, so much harder to watch the second time. The second time, all the flaws become really apparent with the design and the writing. Put a lord in her belly. All these like catchphrases that are meant to be sort of like disgusting or like, it's just like, all right, I got it. Mr. Raul. You just get kind of tired of the overall feeling of it. Saving all the brown people. Talk about Starbucks. Do you remember them leaving a cup on set while filming? Yeah, that was in the last season, wasn't it? She'll get her dragons on you. That's true. By the end of Game of Thrones, and I remember reviewing the final season back then. I don't know if I had the TheCardconomist channel or this channel. Every male character was either foolish or cowardly. Every male character had, like, either they had their dick literally chopped off or symbolically chopped off. And I was so over the show at that point. I was so sick of it by then. It was so poorly written and lacking everything that made the earlier season so much more interesting and more fun. And the evil queen, Mad Queen, just such a bad vibe. Like not like a, oh, she's bad kind of vibe, but like, this is terrible writing, terrible acting. I couldn't take it. I was like, get me out of here. So hard to believe her character, just because of the way she looked, and the acting skill was just not there. She was not believable as a Mad Queen. She wasn't believable. And, the whole, like, that one scene where it's at the very end and everyone's, like, loyal to her because she's the bad guy and she won. And the dragon, like, spreads its wings behind her. And she's like, oh, wow, look at these cinematics. I was like, oh, my God, what are we watching? Like a Marvel video now? It lost the sort of, like, grittiness and realism that had been in the previous Game of Thrones seasons. It totally lost all of that. It was just so hard to watch. Very hard watch. Not interesting dialogue at that point. The characters' developments, she reached that point in a pretty hard to believe way. Not that her character was ever that good, but again, that's the problem. Her character was never actually that good. And she so predictably became a bad guy. And it was just the acting I couldn't take out. I was ready for it to be and then the Snow or whatever his name, Edward, I don't remember his name. Him stabbing her at the end, I was like, oh, finally, all right. They're in love and she trusts him. They're not in love. There's no passion between the two characters. It was so obvious there was no passion. That's because he was busy getting it with that redheaded girl from the previous seasons. They got married in the background. They got married. The actors got married. 6 with 6 Palday evolved. Nothing, Jon Snow. Are you still grading with Tag? Sure, I'll still grade with Tag. Actually, I believe I have a submission with them right now that I sent out a while ago, and it's just stuck over there. Tag grading clearly has been inundated with lots and lots of submissions. Let's see where my submission is. They're also cousins. Oh, they were no. In the story, they're cousins. In the story, she's his aunt. That's what's going on. But that wasn't the problem. The actors were just not acting good. So it says here I have 2 submissions with Tag, but one of them says they haven't received it yet. I don't like that. When did I send that to them? I sent that to them a while ago. Maybe that just means they haven't checked it into their system yet. And then I have this one was submitted on 2/25. It was a 10-day submission. It is now 3/23. It has turned into a month-long submission, so they clearly do not have it. They got too much stuff. Yeah, they got too much stuff. So tag grading is inundated with demand. That's good for them. They'll probably hire a couple new guys, start training them. That's kind of how it goes. I'm sure that's what PSA, CGC, BGS, all those other places have to do is manage their talented team. Here we are. Stick with family. That's always the right thing to do. Yeah, family. Family, man. Poor Tag. They had their moment. Better take advantage of it. Here we are. Based on the fact that it's taken so long for them to get the grading done, they probably still have that moment. Taking them a while. Carp, says Andy Man. Yeah. All right, 6. Come on, let's get that Magikarp. Tyranitar. Come on. Talonflame. Flame on. Here's Clodsire. Oh. Saguaro. Slowpoke, haha. Honchkrow, Shinx, Jumpluff. Tauros. Okay. Miss 6. I'm taking the hollows away because I think that's what you would want. And now let's grab your bag and add the Saguaro. 6, it's pretty hard to get what you want out of these Pokemon card boosters, isn't it? It is actually pretty hard. That might be why they're so expensive. It's Eddie Mendoza. 2 Crystal Guardian spots. Does that end the Crystal Guardians? I think Crystal Guardians just ended. Ooh. I like that tag tells you why the card missed the 10. Yeah, that's pretty nice. All right. Wait, let's make sure this is sold out. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, 8, 9. That's it. It's completed. Crystal Guardians is going off right now, everybody. Smash that like button because this is cool. We are. Crystal Guardian. Oh, super nice. I feel like this is too reflective or something. Put that there. Yeah, that's less reflective. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There it is. Let's get the shuffle. Good luck, guys. I don't need luck. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Tauros, Tauros, Tauros. I'm going to go watch Snow White. I can't wait for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's going to be so good. I don't care what the haters have to say. Crystal, let's go. All right, give me a number. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Ooh, I'm scared. I cannot remember how many from the back is the hollow and the reverse hollow. There's the empty booster pack. Came out nice. Put that there. Empty booster pack came out nice. Chris Abruzzo. All right, Chris, you're out. That, I believe, is an uncommon. Bloop. Lombre. Oh, yeah. Aha. That's a very expensive Lombre. Oops. Don't do that. Oh. 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 Yolan. The card literally jumped. I had to grab it. All right. Yolan. I won't do that to these. We'll be soft with the actual pulls. Wow, that looks like it could grade 10. Oh, wow. What a great uncommon Yolan. That's the uncommon I would want to be pulling. If I was going to miss the rare, I'd be wanting that right there. Pretty good. Charmeleon. You might be okay, Mr. Yolan. It just got a grade 10, and then you'll be fine. That was a pretty clean-looking card, so you have a shot. Not a guaranteed shot. I think the next one is rare. I do too. It's probably rare and then reverse hollow. From the looks of it, it doesn't look like a curved card, so this looks like a light pack to me. Mr. Jorge Martinez. All right, so he's going to pick up probably the rare. Looks weirdly off-center, too. Yeah, it seems kind of flat to me. I think that that's a non-hollow. All right, and this is a very important card because this is a reverse hollow. Oh, Jacob, very nice. You know, this is not very warped either. So both of these cards come off as real flat. So that means this card could still be heavy. We won't know until we know. Mr. Eddie. Let's see what you got, Mr. Eddie. We've got... Oh, look at that Trico, man. That is why this set is so good. All right, Trico is nice. Lots of starters in this set. Mr. Evan Shea. Okay, Evan Shea. Duskull, looking great, man. We're just pulling hits so far. I like the Duskull. Probably not as good as Trico, but Duskull's great. Where will I run into an Evan Shea? I feel like I won't. I feel like I'm not going to. What is this, Eric? Evan Shea right here. He does have a bag. Thank you, Evan. So far, so good. Not too many trainers, right? Trainers suck. You pretty much lose all your money on a trainer. You might grade at 10 and it might sell for like 50. Mr. Caleb. Got tape on my thumb. Ooh, nice card, nice card. What do we got? Diglett, all right. Sometimes you got to deal with Diglett. Caleb Abar, he's got a lot of stuff. I think he's got a bag nearby. That's Kendo. Where did I last see you? Caleb Ibarra. He's got a lot of stuff. Ah, here he is. Okay, Caleb Ibarra. Did you see the video of the guy scanning packs with the handheld metal detector? Yeah, so that is a thing. I've seen not one, but a couple videos on that. Pretty scary, isn't it? Kayla Vibara. I think it just puts a lot of emphasis on making sure you're sourcing product from reliable sellers who don't fool around with that kind of stuff. And making sure that he's getting his product from good sources like sealed boxes and sealed cases. All right. Squirtle. Squeak. Very nice. We like the squirtles. Good. Okay, last but not least, Mr. Eddie. And Eddie's going to be picking up. Ta-da! Spiro. All right. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Sorry that you are not picking up the rare card here, but that is the spiciness of the pack opening game. Let's go ahead and find out. So this is Jacob, right? So we know this is a reverse holo. Let's find out if the pack was a heavy pack. No, it is a normal standard light pack. All right, Mr. Martinez, you did get a rare, though. Good for you. Rare Pelipper. Canones. Are you... I feel like I know who you are. You're somebody with a long name, and I abbreviate it to Mr. Jorge Martinez, but I don't think that's the full name. All right. I think you're Mr. Canones, and I wrote you down as Martinez because you have a longer name. I'm going to create a new bag for this one, just to be safe. There we go. Oh, look at that. Our view count jumped. Very interesting. Shows you that if you're opening like the coolest stuff, you just get way more views. What you open affects the views. People say, we just want rare cool stuff, please. Okay, and this will say 3.25. I'm pretty sure you're Jorge Quinones. All right. Put that there. Now, last card. This could be a Charizard, or it could be a really stinky trainer. Oh my God. In fact, it is a really stinky trainer. So that is without a doubt a light pack. That is a terrible pack. Jacob Dragonball picks up Crystal Guardian's Energy Search. Ah, my back. Can we pair Subway with different pays or just PayPal? Any way you want. I even prefer ZELLE, actually. ZELLE is my favorite. Because ZELLE does no fees. Okay, so that's Jacob. ZELLE, no fees. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Dang, dude. I like it better when the packs are real hot. Okay. So that was Persian, and now we do not have a big slab like that. We have the jungle pack still going. We'll have to pick a new slab. Can you get some Weiss Schwartz Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage? And when did that come out? Is that out now? How long have we been live? 2.5 hours? We have an Andrew A. Martin. 5 Stellar Crown and 40 to slap away. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 40 to slap away. So we need more Stellar Crown. Who is this? Shiny Dragonair? Let me mark this unread. All right. Back over here. So 42 slab away. Andrew. Mr. Andrew. Slab away. Oh, I think my music paused as well. Are you still watching? Yes. God. So you're paying 40 and you have 90, so 50 remains. There you go. Andrew A. Martin, 50 remains. And the 5 Stellar Crown, I have to go get another box of Stellar Crown. Anything Weiss Schwarz has proven to be quality, do it, mister. It comes out a day before my birthday in June. Oh, okay. So that's a little while from now. Yeah, you'll have to remind me as we get closer to it, okay? All right. So I'll be right back. I got to go get some more Stellar Crown. I'll be back. I'm really surprised. We're almost out of Stellar Crown. All right. I hear thunder in the distance. Ooh. Okay. So how overpriced do you guys think the rocket set's going to be? 5 million times? 6 million times? Quadruple over market retail price? And how much of it are you planning to open? I'll probably open one box at least, because I have to make that video. One whole box in a minute. People hate those videos, and yet they get so many views. They don't like it. They think I'm stupid, and then they watch it anyways. All right, maybe 280 per booster box. Who knows? Here's Breer. I haven't had any offers by any Japanese vendors to sell it so far, and yet I know that they're all hoarding it right now. Carrot Costa. Ladybell. Melmetal Deluxe Bomb. There we go. Boop. All right, Hippo Fat is here. Hello, Hippo Fat. Okay, and let's jump over here. Very nice. Me having connection to Japan. What? Konnichiwa. It's going to be overpriced, but I don't think it'll be as bad as Prismatic. Who knows? All right, we have a fun card here. Here is a apple cider My Little Pony card. I have no clue how to price this. I gotta sneeze. Where's my sneeze rag? Oh, man. Don't you hate it when you have to sneeze but it doesn't come out? All right. So I didn't sneeze, but my nose feels all messed up. Yep. I graded this My Little Pony card because of the way that it looks. All right, and now I'll put it on sale and see what happens. Yeah. I thought that would be funny to grade. We could even turn that into the drill card. All right. Toasted, yeah. All right, she's getting all messed up. So next up, we've got Mr. Steven paying down the Dratini. All right. Let's jump over there. This goes down to $880. Thank you. Ah, and there we are. We are out of orders. Whew, out of orders, everyone. The queue is clear for you if you'd like to open up anything tonight. Go ahead and move some things to the front. Light Togetic is nice. Ghastly. Paris. Oops, looks like we just got a purchase. So I'm opening up our Discord server so that I can take pictures of these slabs, because you can actually go to our Discord server and go shopping for these slabs. That's what I do. I take pictures of them. There we are. So I just took a picture of this Togetic. Now it's put away and it's in our Discord server. Ah, look at that Rapidash, so good. So Rapidash is going to go into the All Slabs channel. I feel like not a lot of people have even seen that Rapidash. It's Reverse Hollow Rapidash Expedition. All right, there we go. Ah. Okay, and rotate this. Schmerodactyl, nice. Kuromi. Pidgeot 10, really nice. It's a lovely Houndoom. And Staryu. Ooh. How's that $120 for a Staryu 9? That doesn't really add up. I don't like that one. Okay. Ooh, the Piplup I do like. I think that's lovely. I've sold a number of these Piplups now. All right. So, Mr. Yugi Tao is back, $48 to his slab away. Thank you, Mr. Yugi Tao. You've got the Mew Bubble, and it's down to 1,100. Ow, says Cody. What are you doing, Cody? All right, how about some new slabs? Let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't do that. Here's a holographic Whiscash. He's pretty off-center. All right. It's a pretty epic-looking card, though. I don't think he's going to be like as cheap as you think. He might be like 40 bucks. Hop in the Crystal Guardians break. Oh, Caleb, the Crystal Guardians break just went off. You might have just missed it. Try rewinding. Whiscash. All right, so there are none of these for sale. Maybe in a different grade. Let's try a different grade. Epic. So there's none for sale. I'm just going to come in with $40 being the offer. Sort of like one of those full art cards, but all the way back from the XY era. Pretty interesting, huh? Just like, look at this Mimikyu and look at this Whiscash. They're kind of similar. But that's all the way back from XY era. Mimikyu got an 8. Wow. That's too bad. Dang it, mister. You yawned, I yawned. Yeah, I did not sleep a lot. When I go to bed, I'm going to get so much sleep because I am tired. This is going to be PSA 8. Mimikyu 075. Okay, and we want the cheapest one. No tricks. Just cheap Pokemon. Looks like he's going to be an affordable $20. What was that sexy card from One Piece earlier? From One Piece? Oh, with the stockings? I have no clue. All I know is it looked pretty rare. Is your PSA 10 Fossil Japanese Pack Wade? Japanese Fossil Pack? If it's Japanese, it doesn't matter. It's always heavy. Japanese Fossil Pack is 100% of the time heavy. Always hollow. Always hollow. Here. Ooh, Rising Rival Snorlax. So nice. See, it missed the 10 by so little. And it just makes me think, what if this would have been a CGC 9.5 or a CGC Gem Mint 10? And if it had gotten that, it would be worth so much more. Time to grade with the CGC again. Payment sent for the last 2 slabs. Nice. Last 2, huh? These? All right. Here's Snorlax. PSA 9, Rising Snorlax. Eon. All right. It looks like there's a different artwork from the same set. Is this a rare? What is this? No, it's not a rare. Okay, so this should be about $35 then. Rising Rival Snorlax. Nice. Okay. Let's take a quick look at this. Ivan, these 2 cards right here. All yours. I sent an order. Ooh. All right. Good. Also, we have Mr. Arturo for a Waifu Shuffle. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. All right. Oh, wait. We were putting this in the back. There it goes, like that. Ha. 1, 2, 3. Flipping this around. Boop. Hey, Yorisha. What could that be? It's your lucky night. Yorisha. I don't know what Yorisha is, though. Porsche. Quistis. Who's this? Inugami. Noah. Mari. Number 96. Let me look again. Oh, and that's a 10? Oh, you did pretty good. All right, check that out. $140 card, if you can believe it. Wow, pricey, man. I thought that would have been called Heart Hybrid. Are you going to play Monster Hunter Wilds? Not today, not tomorrow, not on the weekend. Just hanging out with my wife. I played it in private, but I think you meant, am I going to stream it? And the answer is no. But I played a little in private. I love 2 things about her. There's 2 things I find really prominent about her. Her personality and her heart. Sometimes itching your eyeball just feels good. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay, queue's empty. If you guys like a short wait time, send an order in. In the meantime, why don't we price up a card or two? Come on now. Okay. Mr. Video Games Are Life. Ooh, here is a PSA 9 Blasty Boy. Wow. That's a 9. I don't know, dude. I just want to crack it. I'm tempted to just crack it. I mean, I get it. It's not perfect, but I just kind of want to crack it. I'd rather have a 9.5. It's an alt art. Seems like it's worth cracking, doesn't it? It's an alt art. Let me go see if I can find my Let me go see if I can find my wrench. I don't know where my wrench went. Is that it over there? Oh, that's it over there. This PSA submission was such a disaster. Cracked mine. PSA gave me a 7. Wow. It's so bad I don't want to grade with them again. All right. I've heard this song like 1,000 times. 1,000 million times because I play so much Minecraft. This is my preferred method for cracking slabs, if you didn't know that. You weaken all the sides before going any further. All right. So now it's time to go further. Topps movie. It took 20 years, but finally Minister is saying that the world needs to hear. What does the world need to hear? That Minecraft is a great game with really beautiful music. Yeah, too bad this wasn't a tag slab. Yeah, I mean, technically, I could have get it out very easily with tag, and that would have been nice. Being really difficult to open just puts more risk on the card as you're cracking it. There we go. PSA is skewed. PSA has changed the grading standard to be pristine. That's what they've done. They hand out pristine grades now. That's fine. I'm looking for a company that hands out gem mints. PSA can do that if they want. There. This card might come back. This card might come back, you know, an 8 with another company. And that'll suck. It'll just be money lost if that happens. But, you know, if a couple of them, even just a couple of them, upgrade to a Gem Mint 10 CGC or something like that, that price difference is so humongous that it's totally worth it. And these cards are so borderline. You can just see how borderline they are. PSA just said, we don't want to grade it that way anymore. We want to be really rough on our grading now. PSA is just not going to get grades from me anymore. You can grade everyone else's cards. I don't think I'm going to send out large PSA submissions anymore. I'll send them out for you guys if you want to. I'm going to be sending a lot more of my cards to CGC for sure. So here's Overlord of the Haunt Woods, and this one might very well be an 8. Yeah, that's a very harsh 8 in my opinion. Let me give you a zoom. Can I resubmit my slab on your next CGC submission? Yeah, we might get CGC up on the menu. So it's got a white dot on that corner. And then some pretty tiny white dots on those lower corners as well. The centering's not that bad. Pretty clearly good centering. They still gave that card, they gave that an 8. See, in the past, I feel like that definitely would have been a 9. I might leave that one alone, though, because I don't know what it will do. With the Blastoise, it's an easy choice, because the Blastoise is a real high-end card. So if it goes up by 1 grade, it's totally worth the effort. If it goes up by 1 grade, it's worth the effort. If it goes to the same grade, oops. If it goes down, that sucks a lot, too. So it's not like it's proven that it'll only go up. But again, if just a couple of them go from 9 to 10 or from 8 to 9, the price difference between those two grades are humongous. So it's worth the effort to do that on some of the most expensive cards, some of the most exquisite cards. There we are. All right. And, you know, I would say that Blastoise card is kind of borderline. We'll see. Maybe he turns into a CGC 9.5. Maybe he turns into a CGC 7.5 or something like that. We'll see what happens. But I'm willing to take that risk of sending it in again and losing money if it means I also have a chance it performs better the second time. All right, so here we have Magic the Gathering Dusk Overlord Haunt Woods Japanese Showcase. I don't know why they call it the Japan Showcase. I feel like that's the English Showcase. PSA 395 Dusk Morn? Nothing. What if I were to just remove the PSA part of that and say Duskmorn? Yep, there it is. Okay. So they titled this incorrectly. This is not the Japanese showcase. This is the regular English version of the card. And it appears to sell for about $40 as a near mint. And if we type in PSA, let's see, Overlord maybe? There's none there's none for sale. So not a lot of these graded maybe. Is there one that sold in the past? I mean, I can see some PSA 8s that sold around $53, but not for this particular card, but kind of like for similar cards. I'm going to set the price at, so I read 53. I'll set this one to 50, I guess, because I don't know what I've got. I don't really understand it that well. If this is wrongly priced, correct it for me, okay? Jump in and be like, nah, you're doing it wrong. You're losing a bunch of money. So I'll let you guys save me from myself. Everyone liked the stream, so Mr. Feeds the mods. Wow, 117 watchers and only 42 likes. Sad. Alex has lost too much weight. No, hot dog versus tag slab. Can a hot dog crack a tag slab? I'd rather eat the hot dog. That's a pretty astute observation. You'd rather eat the hot dog. That's highly, highly astute. So we have no orders in the queue at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. Here is a Dragonair. So this Dragonair got a 7. That's a really low grade. Let's try to identify what went wrong. Okay, there's a dent down here. Can you roll that dent out? Like if I was to put that into a holder, could I flatten that dent out, I wonder? This is Rainbow Dragonair 7. Anything else wrong with the card? This card is really nice other than that dent. See, if we look really closely at this, see it right there? I almost wonder if you put that into a sleeve and just kind of rolling pin it, would it actually go away? Would that flatten out? Or do you think the hollow foil would get damaged in that process? You know, like would the paint chip in the process of trying to curl that out? If you could curl that little bump out and they couldn't detect it anymore, this card would be worth a lot more money. But I don't know. I feel like maybe it's not worth it. But a 7 for that, huh? I don't know. It makes you want to crack it and try. Because that's such a severe grade, isn't it? Isn't that a severe grade? But maybe in the past that would have been a 6. I don't know. Let's see. So this one got a 9. This is just PSA 9. Let's see if we can find out the flaw here. I probably didn't look this over too careful when I sent it in. Sometimes you're just in a rush, you know? But I genuinely did not see... See, this is when tag grading is actually really nice, because tag grading tells you what you did, what your card got wrong. But with PSA, you kind of got to hunt it down. This is a really lovely card. I'm surprised it got a 9. I mean, I think there's a very, very subtle print line in the middle. Right about right here. So it doesn't go all the way across the card. It's right there in the middle. It's on the back of the card, too. I guess that's a 9. We are. Nothing wrong with that card, damn. Well, you know, I've got PSA 10s of vintage cards that have like a clear print line in the hollow foil. Like the Blaine's Moltres comes to mind. And I've had a Charizard and other cards from like XY era like that. And so this card has what appears to be an extremely subtle half print line right here. And you almost can't see it, but they're like, yeah, that's a 9. I guess it is what it is. Okay. Very nice. Again, I would call this like a borderline card. A card that could have tipped either way. But PSA is saying no, it tips one way these days. Now you're definitely just going to get a 9 with it. And so it sort of matches all the other grades in the submission. And again, my perspective is that they want the cards to be pristine 10. They should just call it what it is. The PSA pristine 10 grade. All right, so even as a PSA 9, this is $100? That doesn't sound right. Let me check sold. No, this looks more appropriate. So it's sold on March 22nd, PSA 9, for $55. Wow, still a $55 card. That's not a bad deal. Makes me wish really badly that it graded 10, because apparently it would have been pretty expensive. Okay. That's a sold price, $55. Okay, very nice. Hit refresh here. Javier Arroyo, 15 for the upcharge, 20 to my slab away pack. Thank you so much, man. This goes to $180. Javier Arroyo, 180 left on your pack. All right, and there we go. The queue's back to empty. Not a lot of orders in the queue right now. Let's see what else we got. All right. So here is a Sylveon 7, huh? And I think it's because of these odd corners again. They made this a 7 for odd corners. I feel like that's so harsh. God, that's just so disappointing. Zamazenta got a 10. All right. So now you basically have to think of this as a pristine 10. What? But what about when they give it a 10 when they should have given it a 9? Nobody complains then. Yeah, well, that's because everyone prefers that. Again, the reason why PSA did well as a company is because you had the option to grade with Beckett. But Beckett was such a harsh grader that everyone wanted PSA specifically because they didn't grade as hard as Beckett. That was the whole idea. That's what they got famous off of. That was the grading standard they used for a very long time. Now the idea that it's the pristine 10 is like, and that's all you get pristine 10 or PSA 9. You know, it's like, all right, time to take a break. Might be time to hold on to your ungraded cards and grade elsewhere for a while. This is going to say $45. This is grown up 20 years of history. What? Not 20 years. Yeah, that's pretty harsh. This came straight out of a fresh booster pack. You know, it's got some issues with the edges. Check this out. So when you look, these edges all have this sort of odd crimping going on, and that's definitely what gave it the 7. But here's the thing. In the past, PSA didn't care as much about that. They just didn't. And now it's really, really important for them to have the cards not have that issue. But that was just how, like, a lot of cards in the XY era got printed. They just all got printed in that similar way. But look at the centering. The centering's really not that crazy. So I'm just, I wish it could have been an 8 or even a 9. But I think 9 would have been excessive maybe. But yeah, an 8 would not have been excessive in my opinion. An 8 on that would not have been excessive. But they're like, nah, that's a 7. Now this is one of those promos. These promos always have severe problems. This has a clear white dot here, and this has a white edge. Is that an edge? Yeah. 7's probably appropriate for this Empoleon. That's factory cutting. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I was thinking too. Is that's how the factory cut it. But you know, they consider it a defect now, or they consider it a problem, and it's something to lower your grade over. Here's Squirtle. Ooh. All right. Let me look at this a little more carefully. Wait, so this kind of died, huh? The dust on the slab always screws things up. It's hard to look through the slab if it's dusty. There has to be a flaw on the card, right? Let's see. God damn, dude. How minuscule is this flaw? Not a centering issue. And I'm not seeing white dots on the corner, so it has to be a surface issue. I'm just not seeing a surface issue. Off center left to right. Yeah, not really. On the back, maybe? Oh, yeah, slightly off center, back to right. On the back of the card, though. That can't be it for the, they couldn't have taken the whole letter, the whole grade down off of that, could they have? I'm just trying to find a surface issue, but I'm not seeing one. That's crazy. Top to bottom, 60 to 65, 35. Yeah. I don't know. That's pretty dang close, man, for the centering. If it lost a whole a whole number grade for that, that'd be crazy. That'd be really harsh grading. 5 Japanese, 151 for Nathan Gordon. Sent a wee PayPal order. Okay, let's take care of that. 5 of these. All right. I'm going to crack that and send it out somewhere else too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. Okay. Snipping these. That squirrel's worth a lot of money as a 10. I might as well just send him back out too. All right, Nathan. Zubat. We got Wigglytuff. Okay, here's Mew. Here's Flareon. And here's Vaporeon. And here's Charizard. Oh, thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it, man. I just can't believe how harsh this grading was. It's so incredibly harsh. Yeah, like the earlier X-White card. Yeah, there's a cutting issue with it, but did it have to be a 7? That's really, really low. It's like, you got a cutting problem. That's a 7. Basically trash. Oh, wow. It's trash now. All right, Mr. Nathan. Thank you. Very good. It would be a really great video to crack them and show the results after getting them back. Yeah, I'm a little scared, though, that if I do that, PSA will discriminate against my orders. PSA and other companies, they don't like it when you do that kind of stuff. So I'm probably going to crack it and keep it a secret. I'll probably, 5 more. I'll probably crack it and keep it a secret. I'll know how it changed, and I might mention to you guys how it changed, but I don't know if I want to make a public video about PSA that way. I feel like PSA does actually watch content creators a little bit, and I don't want them studying my cards harder than they already do, which they clearly study them very hard. It is. We are. Besides that, I'll probably be resubmitting them to CGC, not to PSA. We are. Ooh. Because I think the reason that the grading was so harsh is because PSA has actually changed their rules. We are, which they said that they did. They said that they're upping their requirements for a 10. That's what they said. But yeah, that's probably I'd probably crack that and send it off to CGC. I think it'd be really funny if that came back and it was like a pristine 10. Wouldn't that be funny? They're like, yeah, that's pristine. That would be a pretty big deal if it was pristine. Nathan Gordon. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it, man. Got some Nathan. Oh, that's Martinez. Got some Nathan Gordon orders. All right. Cool. No Charizard in there then, huh? Okay. cease and desist with the noticing of these cards being graded wrong. What do you think? We cracked this one? I think we cracked this one. That one's to be cracked. All right. Crack a war turtle next. Free the whole evolution line. That'd be pretty funny, huh? Wow, I really don't see a surface issue. I wonder if it could have been misgraded. That one's a really nice one. PSA wasted my money. If this regrades into a better grade at CGC, then PSA's wasted my money. CGC regrade, CR. So we will give these a chance to be evaluated by a different company, and they have different grading standards, and we'll see what they do. Okay, let's hit refresh over here. It's insane to have zero accountability or assurance when dealing with goods that can cost upwards of a house. PSA and any other grader for that matter should legally have to substantiate why the grade was earned. That visual evidence provided to us. Yeah, that would be nice. Well, you know, tag grading's doing that, and so PSA will have to decide whether they offer it too, or if they want someone else to be offering that as a service. So I think the free market will sort it out. Okay, Javier Arroyo. There you go. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Cold. There's been some cold pulls in the Pokey Shuffle tonight. That Squirtle was really nice. I'd like to know how it failed. I think that would be nice, actually, how it failed. If you think about it, you know, Beckett, they do the subgrades, and that was how they let you know. It would be curious to know how this card grades. But I think it might get around a 7 or an 8 over again. So we might just leave it in the 7. How about this card? The problem with cracking this one and regrading it is it's Electabuzz. This one's off center on the back. But you know, I've got these exact same cards with off-centering on the back that's really severe, and it still grades 10. So, again, they might have just changed the rules on that and said, no, not anymore. But an 8 instead of a 9. There must be multiple problems with this card. And I just don't see it. It's really awful. So I've cracked 2 cards. I've cracked the Squirrel. I've cracked the Blastoise tonight. Might be centering on this one, top to bottom. Yeah, this is top to bottom centering, and that got a 9. So that's fine. That one's fine. That one should be a 9. That's like a borderline card that I send in, and I go, wouldn't it be crazy if they give this a 10? And it turned into a 9, which is fine. That's Light Lantern from Neo 4. Probably not going to be worth much. Okay. $20. Whoo-wee. Boy, that's pricey. All right. Basically, I've lost all the value of my card. Do a PCG batch. I want your opinion on their grades. PCG. That'd be a weird one. 2 Chinese Hidden Fates, 1 Poke Shuffle. Carlton Wicks. Here you go. Carlton Wicks. I don't know. PCG looks kind of weird, bro. Professor Turo. Dan Bernstein got fired. Who's that? To China? China? Boop. Yeah, that Squirtle was looking pretty nice. He's looking pretty good. I'd like to give him a shot with someone else. Ooh. And if PSA only hands out pristine grades now, I just want to grade with Beckett. I want my pristines to go to Beckett, and I'm going to be looking at my cards that way now. From now on, there's going to be a pristine pile and a borderline pile. The borderline pile used to go to PSA. I think the smarter move is to send your borderline pile to CGC now. And then, so that'll happen. Oops, I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? I was supposed to stack this differently. Hold on, let me fix that. All right, I'm confusing the piles here. Radio host for Chicago says something about someone's family. Ugh, that's yucky. Yeah, you can't be doing that. Hey, look at this rally you pulled. Hey, hey, hey. Big Connect. Carlton Wicks. Thank you, Carlton. New bag for Carlton Wicks. Where am I going to run into you, Carlton? I feel like this is a new bag situation. May need a new bag. I'm not sure. Here you are. Hey, hey, hey. $3.25. You got a chance to grab this Galaxy Star Wars card before it gets put into the Waifu Shuffle. Joey Albrecht, 5 Poke Shuffles. Poke Shuffles. I like my Pokies. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. Oh, Clam Pearl. Ah, that's what you're looking for right there. All right, tonight has been a good night in the Poke Shuffles now. Not so cold. Wait, this is the girl box. Clam Pearl. You pulled that Clam Pearl, I thought it was just going to be an annoying round for you. No, that's a very hot round. Okay. Now, this needs to go back in. It's a 20 card pull. May need, I already read that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There goes. All right, good. And this goes up here. And then this happens next. It goes win, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wouldn't that have been crazy if you got a double hit there? That'd have been pretty interesting. All right. Melodic -5. Oh, you get a melodic. Okay. I know that card. That is one of these. Hidden Legends Melodic 9. With the swirl. How nice. I think that means it was in that box at $75. Sweet. Yeah, not bad. Okay. See this card back here? This was originally a much higher number. Of 180. But it is now at 155. Good. All right. Okay. Yep. Wow, this Electabuzz is priced so badly. He's graded so badly. Not even a 9. Okay, let's get him a price. Cardos. Whoa, he's still pricey. $40. That just seems too high. I'm doing a lower price on mine than what's on the actual market. Mine's going to go beneath that. It's going to be $35. So mine's like $5 cheaper or something like that. Just seems kind of high at 40, doesn't it? Now, the Empoleon definitely deserves a 7. He just does. He's a promo card, and these promo cards are always having severe problems. No brakes action besides the pack. Nope, brakes moving slow right now. Maybe people are saving up. Maybe they're all burnt out. Maybe they got no money. Maybe the pulls aren't the ones people want. I don't know. There we are. But we had a little bit of movement yesterday. Tonight, well, there was some movement. Hold on. So this one right here is up to 14 now, actually. So that guy went from 11 to 14 tonight. So there's 7 spots left on this. That would be the one to watch. Okay, there is a price for this. $80. Ooh, yes. So he jumped to 14. 14 out of 11. There's just 7 spots left now. And then the Crystal Guardians went off. I mean, that's not cheap. So in terms of a break, that's a pretty pricey break, the Crystal Guardians. We got to pick a new one out now. Man, I don't know what to do with this card. This card just giving me depression. That card's giving me depression. Oh, hold on. Another order in the queue. Here's Javier Arroyo, and he says, To Azure Lane, Volume 2. Where are those? Is this it? I'm forgetting what they looked like. Is this it? This looks like it's it. I think that's it. All right. Snipping this. Good. Man, boobs galore. So many boobies. All right, all right. Here's a boobies. Nice. Okay. And what did I see your bag last? Here it is. Thank you. Javier Royal. Just a slow end of the stream kind of stream. Nothing too crazy going on. Here's a dark mag cargo, though. You can see this guy's a little off center. Oh, looks like we got a box of Sneaker Bunko getting open. Chent Zeg Vong. One box of Sneaker Bunko. Here it is, Mr. Chent Zeg Vong. Dark mag cargo. He's my favorite. I think I'll get in on the Cloud. He's pretty cool. You know, he's Final Fantasy. All right, what do we got here, Oak? All right. So there's officially 2 very sexy box toppers that we know about. 2 of them. All right. The rest I don't think are quite as sexy. Let's snip of this. Snipping this. Good. Oops. Okay. What do we got? Pack number 1. Chent Zeg Vong. Good luck. Did you have a bag, Mr. Chent Zeg Vong? What do we got here? We've got a hollow. And another hollow. And here's a hollow. And here's a purple girl. Here's a hollow as well. Oh. Bunny ears, girl. That's what I said. Bunny bread. Good. The bunny ears, girl. A hollow. With Oni-san. Oni-san. Here's this girl here. Very nice. Tossing this back. PCG grading, huh? All right. I saw them at a card show. I went to one card show and I saw PCG grading showing themselves off. I was like, ooh. The label was so ugly. Oh, konnichiwa. All right, there are your 3 full arts. Yeah, the label's got to be beautiful. All right, there we go. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Ah. No signature in there. Maybe a signature is in the next box. Or maybe a sexy box topper. You never know. Have you seen CCIC grading from China? I have not seen that, no. Have you seen CCIC? Look at this poor Pikachu, dude. 8. Not even a 9. 8. I'm just going to try and crack them, I guess. Super dangerous to have to crack these. I don't even want to. The risk is there. You know, the risk something goes wrong while it's getting cracked is there. But I got to regrade this. I got to give it another shot. Got to. It's crazy, man. Effing crazy. They're like, that's an 8. Damn, bro. Not even a 9, huh? Because that's a Pikachu, it's worth testing it even just for a 9. And if it comes back 8 again, I'll just sell it as an 8. But, yeah, that's severe, man. Ooh, look at this. Oh. Soda 1 star, huh? I'm giving it 3 stars plus. Well, guys, I can tell the stream is really slowed down for the night. I think it's a great time to wrap things up. Why don't you guys go ahead and choose a number between 1 and 20? Those who are still paying attention. Pick a number between 1 and a 20. Okay. All right, here goes. I'm rolling. Leaning on 18. I don't see 18. Okay, we're rolling again. That's so funny. So many numbers chosen, but not 18. Pal Glock was he was fast with it. He's like, wait, 18. Landing on 9. Did no one have 9 as well? Wow. All right, let's do it again. Here goes. Landing on 3. Somebody must have 3. Yes, it looks like Mr. Reque? You are in the break. So lucky. So very lucky. Here it is. For the whole booster box. Okay. And that's... Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and hop off now, guys. I had a great time. We'll keep going tomorrow. We'll keep watching these really, really tough grades come through, and we can cry about it together, and maybe you can hold my hand and tell me it's going to be okay. I'll see you guys for the Sunday nighttime stream. See you later, everybody.